Oh dear.
We're here.
We're here. We're live.
Oh God.
And we're still alive.
No. Be afraid. First live game in a year. Nearly on the anniversary of the very first game that we ever played as a group, which was for last year's October charity stream for the Rainforest Alliance. We're back, motherfuckers!
We have returned.
Live
Stronger than
Slam
ever.
Van. Yeah, we've been together for a year. That's bananas! That's bananas.
And what a year it has been.
We've done
What
some
a year!
weird shit.
Yep.
Yay!
We've done some weird shit. So, as background, because we started as a one-shot group, and then we were like, this is kind of fun, but everyone's schedules are a little weird. Why don't we just record some games and we'll put them up? So that's what we've been doing for the last year. And all of those games, I think 17 or 18 of them are available. Yeah, counting the interludes, the numbering gets a little weird in there sometimes.
Yes.
We have killed a vampire. We have hunted a demon turkey necromancer. Fuck you, Daryl.
Daryl of the
Daryl.
meat department.
He's in hell.
Have to give him his full time. The dread Daryl of the meat department.
The red necromancer.
Red
Yep.
necromancer.
Yep. We have, what else have we done? We've gone on some little interludes with some of our characters, exploring some pasts.
And then we've done this.
And we've done this. So we'll get into
Yeah.
what this is in just a second. Welcome to the chaos that is Slam Van. I am Hallie. I am the stream and channel organizer for Terrible Party with my lovely friends who thought that this was a great idea for us to do a live game. Because we are, we're in it. We're in it. We got this.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
It's all good.
hopefully, unfortunately, we don't have Rio's camera today. Maybe during intermission we could try to.
No, we
Fix that
totally
again.
do. They're just a cartoon.
Yeah.
They're just. This is just what they look like in real
Rio
life.
is cosplaying Erica
Yep.
Oh, well, there we go.
in 2D.
So we'll do introductions and all of that fun stuff in just a second. I'm going to do the housekeeping for the third and final day of our final 2020 charity stream here on the Terrible Party Twitch channel. Thank you so much, everyone who's tuned in. We've already hit a bunch of milestones with this charity stream. We have more subscribers than we've ever had. We have had more views. Rio's Heart game that kicked off the stream on Friday has the most views of any game, so congratulations, Rio.
Oh.
Oh my, what a...
It was
What
very
cute.
popular, so that's exciting. But we are all doing this for a good cause, and it's for the Center for Suicide Awareness. If you look up above where Magnus and Gion's heads are, you can see that there is an overlay that's a live donation ticker. So we're at $100. I never thought that we would hit the $500 goal. That's not the point. We've spoken with representatives from the center, and they are just so thrilled to have anyone helping with awareness of what the organization does. Given the name of it, you can go to their website, centerforsuicideawareness.org. There's plenty of resources, downloadables. You can find out how to get training as a crisis intervention specialist. They work with international organizations to raise mental health awareness. Their cause is really amazing and they do great work. So we're just really pleased to be able to try and help out as much as we can. So we have, math is hard. We have 2 more games, counting this one. So we have this one. Marvel Heroic starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, led by Watcher Jason. And then there's this weird thing that's going to happen tonight with that guy over there in the top corner. No one really knows what it is.
No.
Nope.
Do I know what it is?
Nope.
That's the question.
Nope.
Sort of
So Steve and Jack, who you saw on the Call of Cthulhu game the other night, playing Les, they're gonna do something, and then I'm gonna pop in, and then possibly fall asleep on stream. I don't know.
That's ideal. That'd be really
Late-
great television.
Late show, the late show with Steve and Jack and
I've also
other people.
hypothesized to call it up. Oh God, I have class tomorrow.
Well, remember, we only run as long as you want to. So.
I know. I'm just kidding. I have class till 1:30 in the afternoon.
Oh,
I think I'll be
shut
fine.
up.
Oh,
Oh my god, he made it sound like it was like 7 a.m. biology or something.
Wow.
That was me ages ago. Yeah, gross.
Every time we come back from a segment, I'm just gonna come up with a different name for it. What else? Now everyone sees the live process of me creating a show.
oh dear.
So that's all of that. I want to say thank you again to all of our GMs, our players, everyone who volunteered their time this weekend. I know it's a very valuable commodity and a resource and not something that everyone has right now. So thank you for donating that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for donating money. The $100 is way more than I expected for us to get, and that's fantastic. So we really appreciate it. Obviously, we'd love to raise more. If you have the spare change and want to toss it at the donation ticker, by all means, you can donate. Look, the address is right there. It says tinyurl.com/terriblepartyoct20. It's right above Magnus's head. You just have everything over your head.
And to raise the stakes, as is my
God.
want, for
no.
every time that somebody donates, you could specify who gets a reroll. And
That
if
actually-
if it's me, I'm gonna make somebody else reroll a success.
Oh my god!
Oh
Think of all the
no.
XP. I mean,
Well,
Ah,
I also,
Chris is gonna start just giving $1 every time and be like, Steve gets a reroll, Steve gets a
Yeah.
reroll, Steve gets a reroll.
I'm tempted.
I was also aspiring to do maybe a thing where I donate a little bit for every failed roll that.
Oh, man.
No,
I'm gonna leave it as every failed roll that I make because
quickly.
we're in weird territory. That's Tad's worst skill, but I'm gonna determine a set value and I'll donate that
I'm scared.
multiplied with how many times I fail a roll in this game.
Oh god. And Mandy is our failed roller, so.
That I have leveled up more times than anyone
Yes,
else
you
here.
have.
I leveled up last episode, so I'll be able to see, like, from much experience I have here, how much I should donate. So it's gonna be fine.
buddy. Oh boy.
you need
Okay.
a skill that comes with a reroll. That's what you need.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
really.
read this later.
Jesus.
Need that captain aura.
I'm
It's
scared.
for a good
All
cause.
right. So, let's do introductions, and then Steve, if you will catch us up. Catch
Oh yeah,
everybody up. I know usually you like to have us do it, but because this
I'll
is
try
live,
to be more quick
be
about
a little more like the last time on. Yeah, one of those. So why don't we have Steve? We'll go across the overlay, so it'll be
Oh.
Steve, Leech, Aki, and then Rio, Mandy, and me.
I'm Steve.
Wow,
It's still my morning. I've only had
that's what coffee's for.
about half of this cup. Classes Characters is my show. It was. It is. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I run the damn thing. It's a podcast. You can find it where you get podcasts. And damn it, cat. There's a cat in my office.
It wouldn't be Slammers without the cat.
That's true. Yep.
Just leave. The door is open. Just leave.
Uh,
Oh, well, there's a donation, so.
Wait, oh,
This is, yeah.
Oh my god.
hey, and oh no.
I run this game and I do other stuff.
You're in Curse of Strahd with me.
I'm in Curse of Strahd. I'm on Chef's Night.
Yeah.
I feel like the Joel McHale of your streams.
You are!
Like no one really knows what I do or what I'm here for. I'm like an admin in the channel, but like all the other admins are like, who the fuck is this guy? And then,
Joel McHale, oh
like-
my
and then like I show up to do like one weird thing during an event, and then like I'm a ghost. And apparently people like me, so I keep getting brought back
We
to
love
do
you.
shit.
People are quite fond of you, Steve. Yes. Yes. I get a lot of comments, usually from Sam, about how
Steve
ow.
is the X Factor.
Steve is just, yeah. So,
Always has
James,
been.
James says, I specified Mandy reroll on the comment, trying to save your wallet.
Oh, that's nice.
That was nice.
Oh.
Oh, God. All right. So
That's me.
That's
I'm-
you. All right, Leech.
I am macaroni and cheese come to life.
Okay,
So you're
Leech,
amazing. Got it.
your
I don't
turn.
know how to follow that. That's
Magnus.
disconcerting.
That's
You
why I went
and then
first.
Magnus. Introduce your character too.
Hello, I'm Leech. I was Neuraxis on the eponymous Small Terrible in Dragonborn, and I'm Brother Clark on Starfinder, the Robo Priest, and of course, the ever-present gentleman of dead people, Magnus. He's suited, booted, and so he's like a tax man for dead people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Well
hurt.
put.
Oh man. Okay, Aki, your turn.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm never ready. I'm Aki or Avery or whatever the hell you want to call me. I'm an artist and I play Jian, the the thing.
I appreciate that.
And they wear a mask all the time and they're very mysterious and very protective of Ted. There you go.
It's true. Aki has an advert in our intermission reel for their art, which they do very, very, very well. They drew our
thank you.
Lost Marble and Seven Storms in our last campaign. So
And they also do a really adorable picture of the slam banners with like all of us, and I still have the Tad as my Discord icon to this day. I love it. Also my phone background.
It's
like-
real good.
If you're gonna commission anyone, go for Aki. Seriously. Her
Aw,
art is
thank
so
you.
wonderful.
Yeah, for real. Do it. 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 Do it.
Yay! Okay, Rio.
Hi, I'm Rio. I make games sometimes. They're pretty cool. I heard. I've never played any of them. I mean, I tried one once. I had fun, but most of the time I don't have people to play a test with on times I can. So I'm going on what feels right, and people have said that it's good. So seems like it's working out. On this show, I play Erica, a conspiracy theorist who takes care of a lot of cats.
Like a classic conspiracy theorist. Hang on. I don't mean to
Yes.
interrupt you, but I want to be clear here. This is not the 2020 conspiracy theorist, right?
Right.
I just want for all
Yes.
the viewers at home.
Yes,
No.
she has a shitty Geocities website for all her findings, and it's like her basement is full of red string, and yeah, she recently discovered got her way into an old lore library, and it's been giving us good information and a weird wall.
The wall of good vibes.
Is it a conspiracy theory when most of it at this point is now true? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think you've moved outside of conspiracy territory, right? Like
now it's like
You're a paranormal
cryptozoology. I don't...
cryptozoology, I think is a great way to look at it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put Rio's game link to itch in the chat.
Go
Oh
check
my
it
Yeah,
out.
god,
should-
when you
Oh,
when
like
you
them.
said I tried it once, I thought the next thing you were gonna say because you hesitated was, but it wasn't for me, and I was gonna
Oh!
die. I was
No.
gonna die. I was waiting for it.
My
Didn't.
God.
You didn't.
Oh, also, I guess since we're talking about my games, they're currently on a sale where you can get all the paid for games for $10 instead of their usual price. So that's like,
Dang, Rio.
Fair
Dude, you're
enough.
giving away your art.
well,
Yeah.
Dang.
you can still buy them for whatever price you want, but that's like a
Okay.
bundle price.
Okay, that's good.
Oh my God.
So we're allowed to give you the money you deserve.
You're allowed to give me however much money you want.
There's the right answer.
Shut up and take my money.
There are lots of cats in this game, just so you know.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah.
look at the baby. All
Look at
right,
the baby.
Mandy,
Very
go.
educating.
Me! Hi! I'm still Mandy a year later, and I'm still very gay and happy to be here. And I'm playing Tad, the Crooked Playbook. They are, well, they view themselves as a bit of a screw up. They're doing the classic living in your mom's basement, having dropped out of college, and they got exposed to some weird shit and ended up learning more about it with these people. And so here they are. Tad is the owner of the titular slam van, or at least they're the driver of it. The mom still owns the van, and it is, well, the show got its name from when we drove up in that van in front of a very fancy manor and in this crap pile of a car. It's wonderful, it's terrible, and I'm just so happy about what this whole thing has become.
If you've ever seen the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo, now imagine that the Mystery Machine, like Fred sold it a couple years later because he was like, it's just not an economical family car. Like, I've settled down with Daphne and I need a minivan. So he sells it, and then like a punk rock band buys it. And then first of all, the first thing they do is just beat the outside with bats.
Accurate. It's accurate.
Accurate.
It doesn't drive great. Kind of smells. Yeah.
You got to slam on the brakes, hence the name.
Oh yeah. Yep. So I guess that's me then. I'm Hallie, again, the stream and channel organizer for this motley crew, along with others. If you're interested in joining our charity Discord, happy to DM you the link. I can find it and put it in chat too. We've got almost 100 people in there now, so we're doing all right. And because it's exciting, because that means more people want to play for charity, and that makes me happy. So I'm playing Vivian. She is out of the Wronged playbook. She thought she was gonna hunt vampires.
The universe has other plans.
Yeah, there's now a weird skull living in her house. Tad works for her now. Vivian's kind of Batman, but with more moral obligations.
Firearms.
And firearms. And guns. So many guns. Basically, if there's a gun needed or a weapon, she has it. So, that's a thing. Hey.
The gun angel.
I'm an angel with a shotgun.
Oh, no.
Add that to the
Low.
playlist.
Oh, boy.
The
All
Lord
right.
speaketh unto his hunters. Go ask Vivian for guns.
All right. Why don't we get the show on the road? Steve. That was good. That was good. I was waiting. I was given the delay because he was chugging coffee. What are we doing? What's going on here?
All right.
Where are we? I'm scared.
Okay. I was about to. Never mind. What thought just crossed my mind is between me and God, and there it will remain.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
dear.
So, we are currently, the adventure that we are currently on is titled Devil Went Down to Georgia. Because Magnus, our resident spoopy, well, I'm going to use the correct term, psychopomp. Steve's pulling out big words from one cup of coffee. Yes, a psychopomp, aka a ferryman for the dead, right? So he goes, and if you're never seen this show before, this is going to be the weirdest 3 hours of your freaking life.
Yeah.
Anyway, Magnus, he goes and collects the souls of dead people. But this assignment that he just got was incredibly strange because he was told by both his hotel manager and the devil himself that he needed to go back to St. Philbert's Island, the setting of Slamvanners, and collect a very particular soul. If he could not find that particular soul, he was needed to find a particular object that soul had. That object is, in fact, a large gold violin, the very same one that Johnny won from the devil when he was just a boy. Now, Magnus came back, he collected the Slamvanners, they all got together, and then they all started doing weird shit. They went to a funeral, that didn't work out. They met John's granddaughter, they hung out with her. She's watching Vivian's dogs right now. They found a violin case, it was empty. Then they started looking around, they found their friend Rick Douglas, who is a paranormal investigator who lives on the island. Rick Douglas introduced them to Candace. Candace is a witch who goes to the local art school, and she talks like that. Don't break your stride. They came up with a ritual. That ritual decided that they were going to go into the dreaming sea, which is a special particular dimension in which all humanity goes when they dream. There is a nightmare side of it, but they're not going to the nightmare side of it, hopefully. they got into the Dreaming Sea because they did this weird, crazy ritual where they all fell asleep together, and Magnus hijacked one of their brain spaces to crawl in with him because he is wrong here. He is not supposed to be here. But they came into the Dreaming Sea. They found out that they were in the dream of a coma patient, which is a very stable and static place for them to be. However, that coma patient took the form of a 9-year-old girl at the head of a giant army of weird monsters and chased them off of her island. They got onto a boat, which was also Magnus. They took They took the boat across the Dreaming Sea, and they finally came to a very pleasant and happy island, which they were told was Fiddler's Green. When they got there, they found out that Gian had been yeeted somewhere else. And then Gian rejoined them. They walked around an empty island for a while and got very confused because they heard this party, but they couldn't find the party. And then they were like, are we on the guest list? And they were like, no, there is no guest list. How the fuck would we have gotten on that? And they're like, is it invitation only? But eventually they figured out that they needed to not worry about it and just try to go to a party. And they found their way there. And they saw a bunch of revelry and drunk people from across history and time and some dryads, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I think the last thing that we did was that y'all got pointed in the direction of John.
Also, Vivian is drunk.
Also, Vivian is drunk because she had ambrosia.
I can't
Yes.
feel my tongue.
How did I do?
Holy
Perfect.
shit.
I am impressed.
That's more than I ever remember.
Yeah,
That
honestly.
coffee.
Yeah,
Good
does
stuff.
it have rocket fuel in it? Shit, man.
I have been told that my coffee is not for regular human consumption.
Fair enough. That's
I
Well,
have
you're
been
not a regular
told-
human, so.
That's
In the
also
words
true.
of Ron Swanson, that its only legal use is stripping the paint off of speedboats.
Hey.
My dad won't drink it.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Melissa loves it. My dad won't fucking touch it.
Bran, I love that you just said that. Yes, I do. I am of age, where, yes, I remember the Micro Machines guy.
Oh, shit!
Vaguely, yeah.
I
don't
remember
have
that.
it here.
The Motor Mouth guy. Oh, yeah. You can go Google
Oh, are you
that
talking
shit.
about Perceptor? Perceptor from Transformers? I think his debut is in Transformers the movie, 1986.
No, you don't remember those
Sweet
Micro Machines
Jesus.
commercials?
I do.
Yeah.
No, I do. But then there was the Transformer that always talked like this. His name was Perceptor, and he talked like this, and he was Ultra Magnus. We got to defend the Autobots City against the Decepticons. He was great. And he
Yeah.
turned into a
Also,
microscope
it
for
comes
no
with a
reason.
culture that you might not get, but that's fine. That's part of
I
the
love how
fun.
we're already getting sidetracked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
welcome
playing
to
a
Slam
game.
Banners.
Yeah,
That's
those
right.
Banners.
That's right. We're playing a
Um,
game.
Hey, can I have my tongue back yet?
We're jumping into it.
You
Go
still
for it.
have your,
Yeah.
you still
Kind
have
of
your
make
tongue.
believe.
Yeah, but why do I feel like this?
Because you drank a very strong drink, my friend.
I drink
We should get you some
whiskey
water.
like it's water. Why is this? Because it's
Hey.
magic?
Hey,
Yeah,
Look at
I
me.
think it's because it's
Look at
magic.
me.
yeah.
Don't snap at me.
I have a job for you.
Oh, God.
Fuck you! I've done that once already. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
I-
Don't.
I-
I win.
Rick, please tell me you can fix this. I do not have time. And he's like, is futzing with a pocket watch that
Mhm.
has no. The dials would make no sense to a normal person. Like,
Carved with runic symbols and like weird other shit. Yeah, no, I got you. So Rick is like, for the audience at home that has no idea who this guy is, Rick Douglas is a paranormal investigator. He honestly, I'm just gonna say this because it's what we've all been thinking. He looks like Harrison Ford, but
Yeah.
significantly shittier.
Yeah, like
Like-
young Harrison Ford went into a blender.
Yeah, young Harrison Ford like got pushed down a hill and he
There you
like
go.
did that movie role from Princess Bride, and then somebody dumped him in the fire swamp.
Yep.
Well, he like looks at Vivian like, with my tongue, I love my tongue.
I did not say that. Fuck you, man.
Tried to tell her not to drink the ambrosia. There's really not much we can do for her besides wait. And he like looks around this like giant open field, right? This giant clearing that y'all kind of stepped into, which is filled with cavalrymen from the Civil War and Roman officers and all kinds of folks. And he's like, you think any of these people have ever said, yes, please make me less drunk?
I don't think anyone has said that.
No, we can go. We can go. I can still shoot.
Yes. And
I don't-
it kind of like puts your gun
don't
arm
trust
very gently down. Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Let's just go.
Well, and he kind of like points off further deeper into like the party clearing, right? And it says, I think the Dryad was pointing us that direction. And she said that John was, I believe she said he was on stage somewhere, but I could be wrong about that. It
would make sense.
feels like it's been weeks since we talked about this. I know that we're literally in the middle of this conversation. Maybe it's just the effects of this place. I'm having a hard time completely remembering that way.
Dream logic. Let's just go.
Yeah. Do you all just go?
Let's go.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to
gonna
stay very
find-
close to Vivian.
that is fair.
I think to myself, I'm gonna find John, and I hope that the dream magic works.
So Magnus, will you roll me a read a bad situation?
Oh, first
That's
level of the game. Oh no!
Sharp.
Yeah.
Here we go. No plus or minus 7. Yeah.
Okay. Mixed success.
Yeah.
So with your 7, you don't get every piece of this. But as you're walking through this crowd, your supernatural bloodhound senses kind of start to fire, right? Because you're looking at these people and you know for a fact that some of these people you could not find when you went to look for them. You're like, wait a minute. You're like you walk by this like, you know, Union cavalry officer who's got like bullet holes like all through the front of his dress blues, and he's like leaning up against a tree talking to a Dryad. And you look at him and you have this like recollection pop into your head where you're like, Colonel John Sawyer died during the Battle of Antietam. Like, I came and I combed the battlefield for this dude. And that happens a couple different times. I need to ask you, so it's been a while since we've talked about this, but I want to make sure before I proceed. Magnus is pre-supernaturalness.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to be cagey about how I ask these questions to keep the mystery alive. So we decided about 2,000 years
Yes.
in the predominant power of the age.
Yes.
Excellent. That is the 2 pieces of information I needed.
Okay. Yes.
So you like see people that you knew, like you see like oh god, oh man, Roman names. You see in a like a guy you remember as, and it takes you a while. It's been thousands of years since you have tried to, had to think about these things.
Yeah.
You see like a guy that you remember as Agrippa, who was like a leader of cavalry. He was very like he had been dispatched to lead like Gaulish legions during conquests, and he fell in a battle. Actually, the first one that pops into my head is the one we're going with. He was lost in the Teutoburg forest and never seen again. History nerd.
Fair enough.
God, that was the first one that popped into my head. Then it's about the right time frame. But anyway, yeah. So this is a weird you get the feeling, but like as you're seeing these people, you don't feel like you need to do something about it. I don't want to like say that you need to go on a collection spree, right? But I would think this would be more of a
Yeah,
that's
'cause
what happened.
if there's people missing just from my list, however many of the collectors, there's potentially.
And the collectors know, you and your brethren know of places like this that mortals create for themselves to inadvertently flee to after they die. But everyone else, you're walking through, Magnus is doing his thing, and the crowd kind of parts around you without you having to like kind of shoulder your way through it all. Rick like leads the way, and everybody just kind of seems to naturally like take a step away from him.
So it's not because of the bazooka-sized gun I'm carrying.
No, they couldn't give two shits about that.
No, it's just a natural reaction to Rick.
Yeah, he just looks unhappy, and this is a very happy place, so they just don't want any of his bad vibes. And as he leads you deeper into the clearing, you kind of walk through this archway that they've made with two very slender birch trees that they've bent over and actually intertwined, and then the branches like keep growing up, or the trunks keep growing up. And as you kind of approach this archway, beyond it, you see a large group of maybe about 20 or 30 people, all with various stringed instruments, right? And they're kind of doing this round robin like song game, it seems like. And it's this beautiful music that kind of rises and falls, and the cellos come in and they'll take on a melody, and then they'll fade into the back, and the violins will pick up where they left off, and they'll play for a while, and then the violas come in, and it just sort of like flows through all of these different stringed instruments in a cycle, building this cacophony of sound that sort of weaves its way through the trees of the clearing. What do you do?
What do we do?
Follow the smell. The what's it like? The sympathetic value. That's not what I'm looking for. Sentimental value.
I thought you were gonna say
So
metaphysical.
it reeks here. And Magnus, this is the weirdest scent that you have ever gotten, because as you, especially you with your refinement,
Yes.
like you're hearing these like strands of Beethoven and Mozart mixed in with what you recognize as like folk ballads from around the world, right? But then you kind of, as the violins come up again, you hear this one like harmony piece, right? There's one violin playing a harmony line to the main melody carried by the rest of them, and you are able to pick it out, and you recognize the smell of the sentimental value as you carry that strain of music. That is the weirdest thing I think I've said in a long time. Smell music.
Synesthesia? Yeah.
I think
So, yeah.
that's seeing colors with music, I thought.
It can be any senses,
Oh.
really.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sensory crossfade.
I learned something new every day.
Smells like oranges.
Everything just tastes blue for a second.
Yeah.
People do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, you get that.
Yeah. There's the moment of like he like reaches forward to like pull on Rick's coat and like stop him, and turns to the sort of assembles the team.
Love that.
Sure.
I'm gonna milk
Yes,
this for all I have until I can't. So
Do
that's-
it. Did someone mention my car?
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't know how willing my collectee is likely to be. I mean, generally when people put in this much effort to missing their appointment,
Great way to put that.
It's because they're scared of the doctor.
well,
Mood.
I mean, for some people it happens accidentally due to the nature of their ceasing to be, but this feels intentional. He's hiding from the debt he owes.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
mean-
imagine Mr. Daniels is going to be happy to see me.
No, I mean, I don't think it's too odd to want to avoid having to spend eternity in hell, even though, like, didn't it seem like he had some pretty sweet partying planned for them down there? What I gathered?
That's outside of my department.
Rick kind of laughs a little bit and he's like, even the best parties in hell are sort of punctuated by bouts of horrific torture.
Gotcha.
The boss might not particularly care for his work, but his subordinates really love nothing more, and no party of theirs is complete without at least, one use of a tongue spreader.
That's
I don't
true.
want to know what that is.
No
You
supervisor.
don't want
really-
to. He gets really serious.
Yeah,
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, now I'm feeling pretty bad about going to put this guy in hell.
Rick kind
Tad.
of shrugs. It's part of a job. You can't really think about it. The
I mean,
ultimate,
not my job.
the thing to look at is not necessarily what you're doing, but what they did to get themselves there. No one just happens to go to hell.
Death is the great equalizer, and everyone must pay their debts.
I mean,
Do
all
the
he did was
thing.
play a violin better than the devil. I mean, the devil challenged him.
No, he made a bet.
Yeah, he made a bet and he
In terms of the
won.
deal.
Rick, he made a bet and he won, but what is the first of sins?
Mm.
Pride. The devil's own existence is due to that very thing. And if you're proud enough to think that you can outplay the devil, even if you can, that's a pretty big strike right there. And maybe it's not even necessarily that action. You have to consider that he lived an entire life beyond that. And by his granddaughter's own admission, is
He
kind of
seemed-
a piece of shit.
Not the best
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
A lifetime
fair.
fueled by hubris.
exactly.
And ultimately, we're here to hell madness.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We owe madness, not.
yeah. We're gonna have Maggie.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't really care about the John guy, not much. It felt a bit fishy, but yeah.
eh.
Now I'm reminded.
Um,
We'll get him.
can I, while we're having this conversation, Keeper, may I look around and see if anyone is watching us
Mhm.
closely?
Absolutely. So go ahead. Do an I guess read a bad situation.
Okay. Hey, the thing I'm not great at.
I have the greatest knack
Okay.
for picking y'all's shittiest rolls.
It's good, and I'm gonna hold on to that because Bree gave me a reroll, so I'm gonna hold on to it. So it's a 7.
It's a 7. It's a mixed
7.
success.
Yeah.
Some of the players, they're all sitting in this big ass circle, right? So they're each section can see the other sections. And the ones on the sides of the circle facing you have started to take notice of you lot standing by the archway, but they're used to kind of people walking in and out. What they're not used to are people who look like you. People that clearly aren't supposed to be here. Because in comparison to the rest of the denizens of this place, y'all kind of do stick out like a sore thumb.
Right.
So these players are kind of starting to take notice of you, but you haven't really done anything to make them suspicious yet. You don't catch a glimpse of anybody beyond, anybody particularly watching you beyond that. This is a supernatural bro down party.
Mm.
They're
Fair
not
enough.
worried about dying. They're already dead.
That's fair.
Uh,
Hey, Madness, let's get a move on.
Yes. I may be about to spoil their party. I'm just quickly checking what
Gun
a
out!
move does.
Got it
Right,
out!
That replaces the thing on manipulate someone.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe we
good. Here we go.
Maybe we don't start firing in the middle of the
No,
party.
no, no,
Then
no.
I started blasting.
Yeah. Turns into
No.
that thing from what is it? Kingsman
Oh.
in the church.
Oh.
No, I think Magnus cracked his neck probably slightly too far for
Mhm.
Like
that's
almost
like
full 90 degrees.
yeah,
Ugh.
like rolls his shoulders and very calmly just like strides forward, and then just like yells to the assorted players, just very like matter of fact and calm, is just, Mr. Daniels, your appointment is expecting you.
Almost as if you had talked about it beforehand. All the strings switch into playing a dirge. Just actually, it's not even that. It's the Jaws music.
There you go.
Dun.
It's just Magnus licking his lips in the middle of this circle of like.
Gian is very uncomfortable.
So kind of from the middle of the string section, right? As you finish talking, you hear like this, "Oh fuck." And
God damn it.
yeah, god damn it. And this kid stands up. He is maybe like 9 or 10, this strawberry blonde mop of hair, freckles on his face, and wearing a pair of overalls. And as he stands up, you notice that he is absolutely sitting on a hickory stump. And he kind of weaves his way out of the crowd, and oh shit, I knew one of y'all would be coming in sooner or later. Damn it. Didn't even think you could get in here. And he's like holding his violin as he like walks over to you. You don't got to interrupt the playing though. That's just impolite.
You're late.
Oh hell, we got an eternity. He can wait a little bit. I ain't super keen on getting down there as you might expect.
Fear is the mind killer, Mr. Daniels.
Haha, touche. I read that one on a trip to Saigon. And he looks over at this kid looks over at everybody else and he says, "Pleased to make your acquaintance. Can't say it's under the best of circumstances, but here we are."
Your granddaughter says hello.
He actually kind of looks a little like pensive at that. And, yeah, she's a good kid.
Don't you think you owe her a little bit to go on your way so she can have her own peace?
Well, hell, what's she got to do with this? She alive and I'm dead. She ain't got to worry about nothing about me.
She has
A
to
debt
deal with
is
your
owed.
legacy.
My leg.
Mm.
What are you talking about? I ain't got no legacy. I'm poor as dirt. I barely own the house I lived in.
People are looking for the fiddle.
Oh, yeah, about that. I kind of thought they would be. I had a couple of them weirdos from the swamp come talk to me about it on my deathbed. But
We are
she
aware.
ain't no one got to worry about that. That'll fiddle safe. I mean, can I have any like looks over at Magnus and he's just like, could I maybe just like have like a week or so? I mean, maybe just like a couple more days. Can't imagine. I think you can imagine why I wouldn't want to be keen to trade this place for that.
You have had your extension. It's not up to me.
What are you talking about? You're the postman. You could just say, "Hey, I didn't find him. I couldn't get into the Dreaming Sea because I ain't supposed to be there. But I found him, and I know where he is. But I can't go in and get him. You could just tell him that, right? It'd be super easy."
Something changes behind Magnus's eyes. This has gone from. This is clearly from friendly to the you will do what you are told when you are told. This is the like, I guess manipulate someone. This is the, like, you are coming with me.
I ain't happy with that look right there. That says you ain't gonna do it, huh?
A debt is owed, Mr. Daniels. Would you prefer it is collected from your kith and kin?
What you talking about? I know the debt part, but what you talking about, kids and kin? Who going? This is between me and Lucy. All right, ain't no reason to get excited. Ain't no reason to bring in the kid. Like he knows I'll be there, right? I assume he's involved in this somehow. He was pretty damn pissed when I beat him.
The ledger must be balanced. It is not up to me.
Damn, of course they're gonna send out a bloodhound for me. Well, and he like looks very sadly around. I ain't really got no way to stop you beyond telling you, like, I really would prefer to not go to hell. At least not right now.
Do you have a particular reason why not right now?
It's hell.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but you seem very specific about right now.
Well, because I ain't gonna get him to stop forever, right? Like this is gonna keep happening until I get my number gets called, my ticket gets punched. But if I can maybe push that out just a little bit more, that would be mighty all right with me.
Hey, Magnus, can I just take you aside for a little bit? I don't want to interrupt your cool ass moment. What if, I mean, we really need the fiddle, right? Like that was the most important part. Could we maybe like give him a few days in exchange for the fiddle? Then we do the thing he said where we're like, oh, well, shit, we couldn't get him right away. Because like the
He'll
fiddle is the
run.
thing that's most important, right?
Magnus,
No.
I'm going to interject by telling you real quick. There is absolutely zero part of your being that wants to return to this place ever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to go back. Didn't they say that like the other guys could go get him technically? Was it Rick who said that? That it's like
This is actually the job that they would, if they knew he was here, they would have hired Rick to do this. This is his kind of bag.
There's normal collectors. When it's weird, there's me. And when there's somewhere that people like me can't go, there's people like Rick.
So what if we trade him some time for the fiddle, and then Rick comes and gets him later? Comes gets him later.
Just turns to Rick like, you could do with some more days on your clock, could you not?
And Rick is actually like Rick and John are actually like passing a flask back and forth, and he's like, and like laughing and talking with each other, and he's like, huh? Oh
Right, they're
yeah,
friends.
totally. And he actually says, John, and he's like, John, I didn't realize you were here. If you were here, we could have just settled this about 20 minutes, in 20 minutes. And John, oh yeah. I remember you telling me you found a way out here real easy and nice. And Rick's like, oh yeah, check it out. And he walks over to that birch archway, and he, I don't want to knock because it'll freak out my dog. And then I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes trying to have her not freaked out. But he like walks over to the birch archway, and you see him wrap out this incredibly strange pattern across it. Like bottom right, top left, up in the middle, down on the bottom, up in the middle, bottom right. And he like pop, 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 pop. And you kind of just see a red door materialize in the archway. Magnus, you know what that is.
Oh shit. Oh no.
You also know there are doors in the hotel that you cannot open. That you get like the weirdest of feeling, like you get nauseated when you try to go through them. And like all collectors have these doors that they're just inaccessible to them. Yeah. I mean, and he's just like, yeah, I mean, I can come get him in a couple days.
If he runs, I expect you to make him suffer.
Oh, I'm not going to do that, but I will just find him.
That's fair.
Sorry,
Okay.
there's a whole dimension for torture. I'm not keen to bring that out into the rest of the world.
Mr. Daniels, where is the fiddle?
I left it for Carrie, and she gonna find it when she's good and ready.
If you want your days, I require an answer.
If you left it with Carrie, she's probably in danger.
What are you talking about? In danger?
Yep.
There was a shade in your body.
Oh, those damn witches.
Which one?
Well, hold on.
I'm gonna guess the sisters from the swamp.
Before I shuffled off my mortal coil, so to speak, like I said, I got visited by some of them weird swamp folk right before I kicked the bucket. And now I'm kind of starting to wonder if I kicked the bucket a little earlier than I maybe should have. But anyway, yeah, that Cletus, whatever his name down, hang on. That Cletus Skinner boy with the fucked up teeth, yeah, he came on over to me. I was trying to buy that fiddle off me for some kind of antidote to old age, I guess. But I told him to go pack it on and drink swamp water. And then, yeah, them creepy Beaumont sisters, I didn't even talk to them, really. They just kind of showed up in one of my dreams, and it was real weird. But I mean, that shady kind of thing seems more their type. Cletus, from my understanding, was more a fan of like a crocagator, right? Like he'd take a crocodile and a gator and he'd stitch them together, and then you do some swamp magic and you got boom, crocagator.
That's disturbing and awesome. Oh my god.
But he don't do it down like the belly. He didn't like cut this way, right? He goes like the long way. So like the left half is a crocodile, the right half is an alligator.
No! Oh, Splicer.
Crocagator.
That's cool.
That's horrible.
I literally just made that up.
I hate it.
That is upsetting.
Now I'm gonna be so disappointed if tomorrow I don't look and someone's got like a crocagator truck.
I hate
Anyway.
it.
Yeah, he's more of the yeah, that's kind of more his speed, but like all that shadow stuff and shades and weird spirity things, that's more of them sisters.
Looks like we owe the sisters a visit when we get back.
Yeah, if he starts thinking about it, oh man, they're probably pretty convinced that Carrie got that thing, aren't they?
Which means, again, she's in danger. What Tad said.
All right. So there's a violin case in the house. I put like I was never a real good hand with magic and stuff like that and whatever. But I picked up a couple things from hanging out with old Rick there and a few other people around the island. But there's a rune underneath the felt. You got to peel it all off, like the bottom of the case where you got all that like felt line in it. You got to peel off all that felt, and Carrie got to activate that rune down there, and then she got it. I figured she'd find it eventually. The pull of it should have strengthened over time. It's only been a few days. Hell,
Magnus, we literally had our hands on it.
you did.
Fuck!
We rolled
And-
ahead.
Just to make sure, they can't hear us here, can they?
They?
Like the sisters. Apologies, I'm very paranoid.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, took y'all hell of an effort to come find me, and I think I covered my tracks out pretty well. Apparently not
Alright.
well enough, but
Yeah, you didn't make it easy.
Yeah.
and he looks very pleased at that.
Mm.
I know.
To be honest, I'm fairly surprised they even sent one of their bloodhounds on after me. I figured this would be a job for old Rick here. Rick's like, I didn't get the call on this one. I think it was a little too close to home for them to just go right to me. It makes sense.
Magnus? I don't
That's
like
a
that
bit, man.
stare. I'm really bothered by that stare. That was really freaking me out, man.
It's the like cogs turning, like
We probably should get you out of here.
There's a great deal of effort to get here. And I don't like the idea of giving any more days to Rick than are strictly necessary.
I'm on retainer.
I'm aware.
I'm just saying, subcontractors make the world go round.
Oh, that wasn't personal at all, was it, Steve?
Nope.
You run, Mr. Daniels. I will come again, and you should know I despise this place and everything within it. We don't take sides, but if you hide, if you run, we will come, and it will not just be me.
He's not kidding, John. Just make sure you're here in a couple of days when I come to get you, okay? I'd really prefer to not have to join a posse with, Captain Party Pants over here and have to raid Fiddler's Green. I don't think that would be fun for me, you, or anyone else.
I imagine there are more than a few who missed their appointment.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't think about that. All right, I'll tell you what. You just give me like a couple more days here at the old fiddle, and I'll be quiet as a church mouse and ready to go with you once the time comes. 2 days.
Magnus is very matter of fact, he removes a list and a pen, holds it out for Mr. Daniel to put. He writes +2 or whatever on the end, and then very calmly
oh hell, I hate signing these damn contracts. And he go ahead and he just signs it as if it were a loan, right? Don't care. And he passes it on back. I ain't trying to put Carrie in more danger than I already put her in. Apparently, I'll be here. I'll be ready to go. I'll be a good boy.
Enjoy your stay of execution, Mr. Daniels. I assume that's functional, and he just points to the red door.
Oh yeah, Rick just opens it, and you got hotel behind it.
Time to go.
Well, and it's time for him to go. Everyone else,
we can go.
You can go the easy way, and you and Rick just says hang on a minute, and he steps through the door, and he'll tell you before he goes. I'm gonna go wake y'all up. Magnus, you want to come with me?
Looks at Daniels and looks at the door, and there's definitely that moment of I could just fucking grab him. I could just grab him and go. And then he just pats the pocket with the paperwork in, and just very calmly strides out.
Well, wait a minute before we move on from that. I need to check something.
I don't like this.
Which one is it? I need you to act under pressure.
Yep.
Oh no.
Fun.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yep.
Is he hungry?
It's not. Well, so I'm using his feed thing, his feed curse, right?
Yep.
Because this is not necessarily feed. It's a perfect opportunity.
Oh my God.
It is literally he's less than 5 feet. Okay.
Very luckily, 11.
You're good. You're good. That is a perfect you pat your contract, and you do not just throw him through the door.
Yep. Go on a delicious frenzy.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Rick is all right, I'm gonna go. Well, he's kind of also says well, just enjoy yourselves for a little bit longer, because if you come through the door this way, we're gonna detach your consciousness from your body.
Ooh, fun.
So we're just gonna wake y'all on up. Magnus this is probably Magnus's safest and best way out, though.
That's fine.
Yeah, get the hell out before you melt again.
Go.
Okay.
And now we're free to party.
Now you're free to party, and I vote we take a quick $5 after this. I'm just gonna say Rick and Magnus, do their hotel walk and wake y'all up, and you're back in Vivian's living room. But I also really need to attend to a personal matter. Let's put it like
you're
that.
good. We'll go on intermission, and we'll be right back, everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay!
back.
We're back.
Hey.
Hey, hey,
And-
hey.
Hello. People. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Uh,
and cameras moved around. I gotta fix the cameras.
Uh,
Keep going. Keep talking.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. You are 100% fine.
We can just patter and fill time. We're fine.
We're good.
We're a funny bunch.
It's a 2-second fix. See,
Oh, okay.
look, I did
Yeah.
it.
Fine.
Huzzah.
You all have
I'm
fun
Jeon.
in the
No,
Dream
not
Party
anymore.
universe while I,
Mhm.
take care of some paperwork and whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Some jobs that don't
imagine.
require your assistance.
I imagine Vivian is just like, I've had enough. I'm good. I never want to see that stuff ever again. But also, it's real fucking cool. Shit.
Magnus, yeah, I want to ask you, do you make any stops with, like, do you peel off from Rick to go do anything, or do you just
I
go back to Vivian's with him?
I probably peel off. Right,
Okay.
like I need to go put the paperwork in. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's all signed and sorted. Rick's already agreed to take the job. We have a line on the yeah. It's the. Is it Mr. Morris? I've already forgotten what we called the Angel of
Oh.
Death.
Oh, right.
Oh, fuck.
Let's check the notes.
There's a sentence that
Boner.
Yeah, really.
I
Only in this
don't-
game.
It's not on that piece of paper.
To be fair, I nearly called him Mr. Rogers for a minute, and that's definitely
I
not the
prefer
theme.
that, but
Actually, I kind of might. Whatever it was before,
it's now.
I'm gonna write it down because now it's Mr. Rogers.
Hey.
Mr. Rogers, the Angel of Death. Because
Let's
he's
be
truly
real.
cruel.
I
It
would
just-
be so down if Fred Rogers came to collect my spirit at
Oh
the end
yeah,
of
hard same.
Just very welcoming, just like, hello, yes, that door
ready to
for
move
you,
on
that
to
door
your-
for you.
I
Welcome
love
to
you.
my new neighborhood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I kept my body weight at 147 pounds because it reminded me of I love you. Seriously, Fred
Oh.
Rogers, King Among Men.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, King Among Men, maybe the greatest human being of the 20th century.
Good boy.
Would agree.
Yeah, so you go peel off. So we'll come back to that in a minute. But Rick will come back and wake everybody up in the living room. Sans Magnus.
Question: is Vivian still drunk?
No, you wake up sober.
Huzzah!
Damn it.
Drunk in real life? Answer no.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you kind of wake up and you feel a little like you didn't sleep super great. But Vivian, now you feel like you slept like a freaking champion.
Yeah. Wake up and go, oh, shit. Don't ever, oh, I can talk now. Don't ever want to do that again. Just like slowly get everyone else up.
Didn't you have fun though? It was a party. It was fun
Yeah.
to see you a bit wild and loose, you know?
You know, I'm about to say something that is probably going to reveal more than I care to, but we just woke up after being in a place we really shouldn't have been in, so fuck it. I was more expecting like a bacchanal type of deal. Like a lot more wine and a lot more questionable behavior. See where I'm going with this? I was
Eyes
expecting
wide shut.
that.
What are we?
Like, no, I was just expecting, like, if people are, like, having a good time in dreams, you know, it's like the old stories of Rome with Bacchus and everything. Like, I'm expecting
You were
that.
expecting. Well, so I'm gonna just posit the point. Rick, this is Rick. I'm just gonna posit the point. We didn't really go too far on to Fiddler's Green.
Oh, that makes way
That-
more sense.
We kind of walked into like the landing zone. So to
Oh,
speak.
we walked into the gentle ease on
The start of the party.
Oh
We're-
yeah.
We were at the tourist spot.
You go further back into them trees and you're going to see some things that will burn images into your brain that you will never get rid of.
I
Now
mean,
see-
it kind of makes sense, right? After like 100 years, they get sort of bored of this thing and they
Right.
move away from the
Yeah.
and into
And
these
that's
sort of
how-
increasingly weird.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
Steve. That's how you birth Slanesh, damn it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty grounded.
It was
I don't know.
pretty. I mean, like, I've been to keggers harder than that. Like, I've
You also
thrown
think-
keggers harder than that. Like,
The majority of its inhabitants are like 80 or 90 years. Like the level is just not the same. They can't walk in with an iPod and whack on like Skrillex. That's not. They
Mhm.
don't have a
Oh,
frame of reference for
that
like.
just came out of your mouth. I cannot believe. It's the
That
best
was
sentence.
beautiful.
That was the
that
best
sentence
sentence.
is gorgeous.
Someone clip that, please. Oh my god!
Please don't. That reveals more about university than I'd like
Hell
it
yeah! Oh, Tom.
Just make the dubstep beats yellow, and you hear him. He's in a actually not even on his box on your coffee table. He's
course
just like
not.
sitting on a coaster.
Almost the skull.
What? Did you move?
Yeah, Candace and I have been having just a grand old conversation.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's like super interesting.
You'll never meet a more interesting skull, that's for sure.
That's true. I've met some skulls, and they're just
Dry and dusty.
all chatterboxes.
Oh, that. Candace, thank you so very much for your services. What do I owe you?
Oh no, this one was a favorite of Rick.
Yeah, I'd rather not owe Rick. What do I owe you?
Oh, I mean,
I just
you
start
bet.
pulling hundreds out. Here's $500. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see her start furiously texting on her phone.
It's an art student in college. She needs this.
Yeah, she's broke. If we need you again
Mm-hmm.
for hire,
Here, let me give you my Insta handle so
God
you
damn
can
it.
DM me.
I just
It's,
look at the others like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got you.
Dan will take it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's
Oh God, here it comes.
Oh man, what's it gonna be?
At Scarlet Witch Hazel.
no, it's at Beach Bitch Witch.
Yes.
42.
420.
No, 420 was taken. That's why it's
Yeah,
42.
that's why it's 42.
It's just.
Yeah, so
I love the
skank in
thought
Florida
that she'll
has
get a
it.
message from Eric, like Erica's crazy conspiracy Instagram. Like just those conversations would just be like,
I love it.
Oh
Woo.
god.
Yeah, you just like send me a DM or whatever, and I'll like even just post to your story and be like, Candace, text me, and I'll see it.
Again. Okay, I'll have. Never mind. Thank you. We. If you don't mind, we have some business.
Yeah, absolutely. I already called an Uber. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, okay. I would have sent a car, but all right, you did it. So, all right.
Yeah, thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. It's picking me up right now. Okay, gotta go.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey.
Bye,
And-
Candace. Thanks for everything.
Bye, you're welcome. And she gets on the phone as soon as she walks out the door. Oh my
Precious.
god, girl, we are going to go so hard tonight.
sweet jeez. She's texting all the phone numbers that are just emoticons and don't have a name, and you're like, oh dear.
Oh, there's one dude that's just pineapple, pizza.
Yep. Tom,
Yes.
hello.
Hello. How was your trip?
Interesting. We found out something. Hey, Tad, can you get out the artifact?
Oh, yeah.
please?
The ball of good vibes.
Mhm.
Turns out well, in the dream, we don't know if it works the same in the dream, but in the dream, this thing did some funny stuff. And it brought Gian and I back together.
Well, now you
As
have the
best friends.
set, correct?
I don't know.
Jan's
Well,
ball did not come with Jan.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
yeah, I think that was just dream.
gotcha.
Oh, is it?
My ball's legit.
Is it a?
The words I didn't expect Mandy to say.
I'm sorry.
No, never apologize.
Yeah, they make sense from Tad. That's the
Oh,
best thing.
the apologies are just a formality. Don't worry.
That really got me.
Yeah. We haven't made Steve spit yet, so we need to up our
Yeah,
ante here a
That's
little
true.
bit.
We gotta go
That's
harder.
true.
I'm also trying to time my coffee sticks
Fair.
to
It's probably smart.
not. There are a couple times where I've really burned my tongue because of you people.
Yeah, so that does a thing. Made a door.
Oh, it's a chime gate. I didn't know. So they all look different. You didn't hit it when you were showing it to me.
Fair.
Should I hit it?
No. Don't hit it. And Rick is also like, yeah, don't just open it.
Mm,
Okay.
Know
I'll
where it's gonna go.
I'll just
Or what it
But
opens.
keep it safe and protected.
Yeah. If you hear it toll, please be ready.
Does that mean it's
Mhm.
unsecured?
These, if you know the right tones to make, you can open whatever one you need to.
Okay. We
But-
need to put that somewhere very safe. And
I'm sure
isolated.
I can find a spot for it.
Okay.
I mean, technically, it was already in a safe place
Mm-hmm. It was in
Yeah.
Erica's haven.
until I took it.
But yeah, and then you brought it here. And Tad, you know I adore you, but I don't want this thing in my house. My
I respect
warded,
that.
protected house, so that the thing that I'm still trying to find doesn't find me.
That's very fair. I will get this out of your house as soon as possible because
Or, you know,
being
he does.
found by things you don't want finding you, that's fucking scary. So, yes.
Let's
And I'll just not touch this right now.
let's just wrap that up. Not that that's gonna do anything. Let's just wrap that up and
And handle with care.
and handle with
Question.
So much
This is
caution.
more of a spatial question because I honestly don't remember. Did y'all leave Carrie here, or did she go back to her?
She went
go
back,
back
to her
to
house.
her house.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's with the with
Which
ma-
is
with
dogs.
My
Father Jim
next
right
question. We have another problem.
Mhm.
So we need to. Does anyone have her number? Did we get her number? I thought we
Of
did.
course you did.
Okay.
now. Yeah.
I'm gonna call her.
So you pick up your phone and you notice that you have like 18 missed calls from Father Jim.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll call him back.
Okay. He goes, "Oh my god!" Like he picks up immediately. Oh, thank Christ! I have been trying to reach you for hours.
We've been away. What happened?
Well, I don't entirely know. I went into the bathroom and I came back and she's gone.
Okay.
Your dogs are still here.
Are they okay?
They're fine as far as I can tell.
Okay. Do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Is the violin case there?
Yes, still here in the corner.
Okay. I need you to hide that. Oh, actually, check it first. Open it up.
Okay, hang on.
Any damage?
Nothing on the outside. Flips it open. It's empty violin case.
Okay.
It's a little, looks like it's been used.
Nothing ripped up. None of the felt moved.
No, it looks pristine in here.
Okay. I need you to hide that.
Okay.
And I'm about to break every speed limit getting over there. So,
Okay. Well, yeah, that seems to be the case right now. I'll find a safe place for this, and I'll wait for you to get here.
and arm yourself.
Faith is the only armor I need. And he
Father,
hangs up.
fuck. God damn it. It's the people with a gun. A gun is what. Okay. You know what? It's not a shield. You're not playing a paladin, Father. Just yelling at the phone. It's no shield of faith. It doesn't work that way. God damn it. Ugh. We gotta go. Someone get a hold of Magnus. We gotta go. Now.
How? Rick, where did he go? Why isn't
I
he
don't
here?
know. I don't know. Someone text him. I don't know.
He had to go talk to management. He changed the terms of a contract. He had to go inform upper management of what was going on.
Okay.
Otherwise, I feel like we would have gotten a visitor we really don't want.
Right. Fair. That's fine. He's taking the heat right now. Do you have a way of contacting him?
I mean, I could go back and try to find him.
What do you want? What's more vital? You want to come with us, or you want to go try to find him?
I'll go find him, and y'all go on and head over to the Daniels house and see what's going on over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go walk into your barn, and he
Yep.
tips your hat, and he tips his hat, and he walks back off into your backyard.
Have fun, Rick. Okay. I was just look at the others. Weapons. No arguments.
Going to.
There's an
Yep.
armory in the fucking basement. Go pick something.
For the audience at home, for this scene, please envision the Joan Jett song "Cherry Bomb" playing. In the
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Oh, my-
Contractually,
Alright.
we can't play that, but if you were to open Spotify right now and put that underneath the following dialogue, you
yeah.
would not
it's
be
in
wrong.
Slam Vanish
Or
playlist.
just, I was gonna say, just go to find the Slam Banner playlist, and I will put the link to that in chat because we have one.
It's very long.
It's very long.
But
that's
it's good.
Steve's fault.
You never get tired of it. Just put it on shuffle and you'll be surprised every time.
It's real
Very
fucking
true.
good. Bye, James.
Bye, James. Thank you for
Bye,
joining.
James.
There you go.
But yeah, Gian will has their spear, but we'll go to the armory just in case.
Yeah, I don't think Tad. I don't think Tad would have brought their weapons to the funeral or to a sleepover. So I'm just gonna see what's available and grab stuff.
Pick.
Okay. Yeah, so you're arming yourselves.
Yeah, I'm putting on the full like Tomb Raider thigh holsters and the belt, and I'm going full Tomb Raider Rambo.
Outstanding.
Put
Okay.
those two together, Chris, and that's what you get.
How's everyone else deciding to arm themselves? And Gian, you got your stick thing, right? Your beat stick.
Your special spear.
I've got my sword, my beat stick, and my crossbow, but I will also grab like maybe a gun or two just to make Vivian happy.
Yeah.
Pick it up by the barrel.
Yeah.
No! Oh god.
I guess I'll take
This
one.
Yeah. No. If you don't know how it works, don't pick it up.
I'll just stick with what I have then.
Yeah.
Some of
Erica,
those are
what-
modified.
Erica, you were gonna say something.
Yeah, Erica. I mean, Erica usually has some knife hidden on her person somewhere. But she, this is probably might be dangerous. So she's gonna like grab a hunting rifle.
That's
I feel like that's less Erica is packing heat as Erica lives in a bad neighborhood kind of.
No, that's just how you know someone is really from the American South. You say in a gathering of people, anybody got a knife, and like 6 just pop out of
Six
it.
knives come out, yeah.
And none of them are small. They're always like,
Bowie knives. Yeah, they're like hunting knives.
Oh my god! I was at a party last night trying to work on the fire, and I was like trying to get kindling off of one of the logs, and I forgot to bring. Listen to how I talk about it. I forgot to bring one to a party, and and I was like, "Hey, anybody got a knife?" And like 3 other dudes.
Yep.
Just,
That's how it is around here a lot of the time too. Yep.
You have the serrated one, so I'm going to use that.
It's always funny to see where they come from as well. When someone's like belt buckle just like pops off and then flicks out, you're like, what the?
It always concerns me when they reach behind them because I know it's probably coming out of their back pocket, but I can't help but think you had it like a gun in a movie, right?
Right,
Just, like,
right. Yep.
Small of your back, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
As for
close
weapons,
to fragile things.
I think as for weapons, Tad usually prefers they have their bat, they usually have their knives, like things that they can just wave around and hopefully hit something.
Yeah.
I could go full Walking Dead and just wrap a chain around a bat and give it to you.
Yeah, also their depth perception isn't the greatest. But on the other hand,
Next interlude, Tad goes to the optometrist.
Tad
be
finally
fair.
gets the glasses they've needed since they were 10 years old.
Oh my god, is this how other people see the world?
It's beautiful. Oh.
No, but yes, they'll probably take something big they can smack. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm
That's a
not
classic
very well
choice.
versed with weapons, and also then I can just use the things that are on my sheet,
There you go.
so
Perfect.
we don't need to get new stats.
I mean, Steve Harrington beats up a Demogorgon with a bat with nails in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I'd go for something like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe bring a gun just for.
There's a gun on your person.
Just to
There you
wave
go.
at people. Please leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Harkness. Yes.
Oh,
Steve
yeah.
Harrington is my favorite Stranger Things character. I love him so much.
The best babysitter.
Because he's so
Man.
douche, and then they're just like, no, you know what? Now he's gonna be great.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
He's gonna
Uh-oh.
be kid dad. Anyway, okay, so you all get your accoutrement, and are you taking the slam van or are you taking one of Vivian's tacti vehicles?
I don't think we have the slam van with us.
We don't have the slam van with us.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Sorry.
Sadly.
Your mom might have
Tad's
been.
mom had to go shopping.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
It's just-
She drives up into the Food Puma parking lot with that every time.
Yep. Yep.
One of the old band members works at the Food Puma, so it's always like just for
Yeah.
show.
thick
Exactly.
black smoke out the tailpipe. Like,
Emissions test. What the hell is that?
yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. No, we'll just jump in the Jeep and go.
Yeah. We gotta go real fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you jump off in the Jeep and go, and we will during your travel time cut to Magnus. So Magnus,
Cherry Bomb ends and it's like dentist waiting room music. It's like sat outside an office waiting to be called in. Like
reading the newspaper that he just kind of appeared in front of him when he needed it to. And soon enough, the door opens and you see the hotel manager come out. Magnus, we're ready for you. Why don't you come on in?
like folds the paper and puts it on his seat, and like the whole thing is very like okay. It's like this is the only time he ever is like ruffled or unsettled is having to have these meetings with like.
Mhm.
Like, okay, right, we got this. Okay, and then just very calmly, like,
Yep. So you walk into the manager's office. Again, this is a pretty like Spartan office, aside from being covered with like parchments and books and ledgers and all that kind of stuff. And so it's the manager, who we are now referring to exclusively as Mr. Rogers, goes back around behind his desk and takes a seat. The other chair, there's an empty chair in front of his desk, and then the other chair is got the downstairs representative in it. Not the big head honcho himself, but one of his toady boys. He's just like, as we've always described these people, greasy. He looks like he rolled around in a mud pit. His suit doesn't match. Like, it's all different pieces. They're probably from off the rack stores. Like, he's actively chewing a Twinkie.
open mouth, full like, yeah,
Oh.
watching forked tongue over like
And then he pulls another one out of his
Yeah.
coat.
squashed in his pocket. Oh god, like
Yeah, they're all kind of like, crumbs get everywhere when he opens the wrapper. Like, oh, it's gross.
Disgusting.
Magnus, why don't you take a seat, Mr. Rogers? Yeah, we'll figure this out. I can't help but notice that you're empty-handed.
But not empty-headed.
he's like, right, yes, very like reaches into his pocket, pulls out the contract. It's like, I've located the subject. We also have the location of the object in the addendum that's being secured. Rick has agreed to collect the individual.
And he kind of like, Mr. Rogers like kind of turns his nose up a little bit to that. And the downstairs representative takes a break from his Twinkie shoving. That asshole? That asshole?
They're in a locale I'm not quite suited for.
And Mr. Rogers is looking through the report. It says here, yeah, Fiddler's. Did you actually go in there, Magnus?
Made the inside of my skin itch.
Better man than I, Kunga Din. And he keeps looking at it. I mean, all the paperwork seems to be in order here. Is this an amenable agreement to you? And he looks over at the downstairs dude who is still chewing the same bite of Twinkie. Like, he hasn't put it in, he's chewing it like gum. That is so gross.
Like, you can audibly hear him like masticating. Yeah.
I hate it so much.
This
Oh,
is
no.
great TV. We'll stop.
No.
Can't believe you brought that nasty Voidwalker in on this. If he shows up downstairs with the delivery, the boss is going to be pissed.
All souls are signed over at the door. There's been there's been issues before.
Yeah, the downstairs, it isn't understood that they respect what he does, but they also hate the absolute shit out of them. Like,
Yeah.
it is you and your ilk feel like weird feelings about Rick just because all of his mortal energy is wrong. The downstairs dudes actively hate him because he loves to punk them. Like, his private business outside of retaining for the hotel is like basically what y'all just did, like figuring out shenanigans like this and like doing paranormal investigation. Y'all have, like, in the rare moments where you collectors get to congregate together and relax, frequently Rick punking a hunter is the latest story because they're normally pretty funny.
God, the idea of them having a break also is, I don't know if it's like a good thing or a bad thing. It's either like they've all had to come together and clean up after a war and then they get like a break, or it's like there's been an armistice signed.
Ooh, after
Have a-
Gettysburg
have a
and
chill.
Antietam and like Stalingrad, that was a huge party for you guys after that shit show was finally over.
God, we got
You all learned how to speak perfect Russian.
Yeah, just all kinds of crazy, like.
Ooh, but yeah, no, I mean, like, so yeah, he finally swallows that bite of Twinkie. All right, just, leave him here and we'll send someone to come get him. Boss is not going to be happy about this. He's been railing on it ever since he came up here to have your little meet and greet.
He'll be receiving his instrument.
All right, because if he shows up to have to come find it, he's going to come with hunters. And they would love nothing more than to trade the forest of the wood for some buildings and streets. Plenty of bad folk that they're looking for up here already.
He just like he doesn't even address the like. It's at Mr. Rogers, like, I don't believe that would be necessary. So
yeah, I don't think that'll be necessary at all. We've got it. You keep them where they belong. Thank you very much. We don't want to have to issue another ban. Well, Magnus, all this is in order. Thanks for updating us on the situation. Just do your best and get on back with your final report as soon as you can.
Of course, sir. Will that be all?
Yeah. Why don't you show our guest the way out?
Follow me. He's
Yes.
just very calm. He's even careful when he stands up. He like always lifts the seat so it doesn't drag along the floor and make the screech. Like everything is very measured.
The downstairs dude gets up in a manner that kicks over his chair. Almost as if it was intentional. And you notice that like his shoes are Birkenstocks. With socks. And he all right. I know when I'm not wanted. And he follows you outside. As you kind of pass out of the waiting room and into the hotel lobby, so to speak, you see Rick is kind of sitting there, chatting up with like the reception spirit. And he looks at you as you approach. Oh, perfect! I've been waiting for you. They told me you were in a meeting.
I'm going to call you a lift, and he just like goes like going down. Yep. Okay. Just like
okay, bye.
Yeah. You in there, shoo. Like, and then he's like wiping down he takes out a handkerchief and like wipes down the doorknob where he'd left like gross like Twinkie cream like hamburgers. Like, oh, for goodness sake, like.
Oh, is he doing the Twinkie thing again?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a nasty one. Ugh. Anyway, bit of update from the mortal coil, so to speak. Carrie is apparently no longer in her home. The rest of the gang kind of went off to investigate that. Apparently, Violin is still there. So, sounds like it's time for business.
All right. Okay. It's like has to like follow, just stay close. Like goes to his, I guess, locker or something, and like collects his shotgun and like an overcoat. Like has to go and find the nearest door to wherever they. Okay, let's just.
Rick, as you tell Rick, like, stay close, he just kind of like takes on this bemused smile and is like, yeah. And he's like, well, you're looking for the door, and he goes, he kind of stops and he raps on one of them. Well, this one.
He's like checking the like brass plate and like,
this actually might work.
You're becoming entirely too comfortable with this place.
80 years will do that, do you? Especially when you expect it to end at some point eventually. And he'll open the door without waiting for you, and it actually opens up into a small, dark space.
So long as Daniels arrives on time, I will omit this from my report. like reaches through and like to check it's not like freezing or boiling before he like you know.
Yeah. No, so you reach through and like you feel this like weird like polycarbonate, right? Like this feels like super hard plastic, like you might use in the construction of a boat.
Well, another day, and just racks the action and just like steps through. Like,
so you kind of have to like squeeze through. Like this is a pretty tight little space.
Yeah.
But as you like squeeze into it, you feel like a door like immediately opposite, what feels like a latch door, but you just kind of rattle it as you squeeze in there. And Rick like kind of pokes his head in through the doorway to the hotel. I'm gonna wait for you to figure out how to get out of there first. I like you, buddy, but I don't necessarily like you that much.
Like that's got to be. Where's the handle? There's definitely a lock. Like God damn. Like,
there's you feel the latch, but you don't feel like an unlatch from this side.
Oh, this is most undignified. Just bang, bang, bang. Like just starts hitting the door like someone.
So your supernatural strength just like busts the thing, and you are looking up at the sun, and you kind of crawl out of this little space, and you are on the deck of a small pontoon boat, and you have just crawled out of one of the storage compartments in the floor.
Puts his head back down to Rick, like, we're clear.
All right. And he climbs out after you, and oh yeah, this is perfect. And he points like you come out into like the swampy area of St. Philbert's towards the mainland, and he like looks around, gets his bearings, and he points across the river or across the swamp area. There's no river here. He points across the swamp, and he's like, the Daniels cabin should just be a little bit over that way. I've seen this boat a few times out from their back porch.
I mean, I don't have the keys, Rick. I don't know how you think we're gonna.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. Here, and he actually just like gets over and starts. He like reaches under the panel of the console and starts tinkering. Just, give me a minute here. If you looking around, you notice that there are designations for this boat as the Krusty Crustacean. Her eyes just took on. Weird feeling right there.
It's just like keeping an eye out for like, you know, so someone's like, hey, stop stealing my boat. Like, it's like
we'll bring it back. And then he like gets the lights on the console on, right? He gets the console functional, and goes back and starts revving the outboard motor. That's the right word, right?
Yes.
The big engine on the back.
The thing that makes it go.
Yeah. He
Yes.
turns it on, and the two of you begin taking the pontoon boat across the swamp.
I love that.
Everyone else.
That image.
Yeah, right.
Magnus
two
in
men.
his suit, Rick in his
Steering,
coat,
just like
trying in a pontoon boat across a swamp. It's just the
Any
best.
human
image.
being is gonna see that
Yep.
and be like, "What,
What the
the fuck
fuck?
is
Yep.
happening there?"
They ain't wearing overalls
gotta
and a
be a-
slicker. I don't know what the hell in tarnation's going on, but it ain't right.
There's gonna be a dude wrestling a crocagator, and he's gonna look up and be like, "And I thought I was doing something weird."
Yeah,
and then lose an arm.
that
It's
is
just-
unexplainable.
Ugh, city folk.
Yeah,
Um,
what are they doing?
just lawyer.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a mob hit waiting to happen, right?
yeah, there you go. I seen him here before, and the last time somebody wound up dead.
Wonder how many cinder blocks he got down up in that hole. So anyway, yeah, the two of you drive across the swamp in this pontoon boat. And then everyone else,
Mhm.
you hightail it over to the Daniels
Oh,
house.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You
Flooring
book
it.
it off of the main roads and onto the dirt roads that kind of lead out to the houses closer to the swamp. And when you get there, you see Father Jim's car in the driveway, and you can hear your dogs barking from inside.
Okay. We need to go. They don't bark unless there's a reason.
Yeah, and there's a fucking reason. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm worried about
I'm
more of
getting
a
into the
reason.
car.
So I'm like out already, sawed off in hand, ready to kick the door open.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay, nothing. I mean, you walk up to the door and like Father Jim like opens it before you can knock or anything. Like he's waiting for you.
Oh,
He's,
okay.
come on. I've been looking around. I haven't really touched anything or moved anything since I realized she was gone. That
Okay.
was
So she
like
just
5
she
hours
just
ago, though.
disappeared.
Yes,
How long was she out of your sight? Like minutes?
minutes. I
Minutes.
literally went step to the restroom when I came back and she was gone.
Okay, and I'm just gonna turn to, like, you see Vivian go into tactical mode, just like lock everything down into Terminator mode, and goes, okay, so someone stay with the father. Father, where was she last?
We had been sitting, and he like points over. Just a quick reminder of the layout of the house. You like come into the living room. The kitchen is behind the living room, and then there's a hallway leading down towards like bedrooms and stuff.
Okay.
And Father Jim like points off towards the couches and in front of the fireplace. Yeah, we were sitting over here, and like you see two glasses, like on sitting out.
Sure.
And we're sitting over here, and we were just talking, and I was trying to help provide her with a little guidance about her grandfather's death and what was going on. And I don't know. When I left her, she was still sitting right there, and he points over to one of the glasses, and then she's just gone.
When you came back, were
Mm-hmm.
the dogs doing anything?
Yeah, now that you mention it, as you came in, by the way, the dogs stopped barking and they
Yeah.
like run over to you
Yeah.
because
It's okay, babies. It's okay.
they were barking at the fireplace.
Uh-huh. Okay. I just look at the other ones and go, I'm gonna kill some fucking witches. So, someone go with the father to get the violin case, please.
I can do that.
Perfect.
I will do that.
Sure, two of you.
Works.
That's great.
Two of you.
I
ideal.
think that's great.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't care if it's 3 feet away. Just, I'd rather be overcautious and shoot.
Shoot
than-
first, ask questions later.
Yep, that's the mode she's in. So let's go check out the couch and the fireplace, Tad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we can find. Like, I'm guessing there's magic afoot here. So like, we're looking around trying to figure things out. Should we
Totally.
roll investigate a mystery?
You absolutely should.
Then I will do so.
That's a
Ooh,
7.
that is a 4.
Whoa,
But I have a
so-
reroll from James.
There you go. Do you want to use it?
I do.
Use
right
it.
now. That is a bit better. That is a 3 plus my sharp, which is pretty good. I believe it is a +2, but I will check. It will be it'll be 10 plus either way. Yeah, it's a 10.
Jeebus.
Jeez.
Okay.
Dang.
So the two of you combined. So Vivian, you like check out the couch, and like Father Jim said, he has barely touched anything over here. Carrie's glass presumably is still right where she left it, sitting on a coaster. The ice in it has melted at this point, and the only thing that you notice over here is that like the cushion that's right in front of that glass on the couch is I don't need to pick up my keyboard to demonstrate that. It's like a little lopsided compared to the rest of them, as if there was some sort of pulling motion.
Pulled. Okay.
Tad, you go over to the fireplace and kind of like looking around and inspecting. You kind of get struck by this same feeling that y'all felt in the presence of the shade, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get this sort of spine tingly, unpleasant on the like tickle on the back of your neck. And as you like kind of look inside, you inadvertently stick your hand into a gooey thing on the top of the fireplace. And you pull your hand away, and you just see this like black oozy ichor. Is it ichor? Ichor. I can never remember that, and the C word for a group of trees. That is the other one that I can never. Cops? Is it? It's cops.
Yeah, we had that in the last
Cops.
episode.
Cops.
Yeah.
I love that word.
I think of corpse without the R.
Cops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you
'Cause
drop
I
the
feel
R,
like
cops.
there's a bunch of classless character episodes where I say copes and nobody corrects me until finally one of like our ranger is like, Steve, that is not how you say that, freaking idiot.
You're
No,
supposed
he's
to
earned it.
correct your friends.
No, he's earned it. That's how we correct each other. Come on, it was groomsmen this weekend. Or this upcoming weekend.
All right.
So anyway, this you get this like black. It looks like shade goop.
Oh.
I just show up my hand. Okay, gross shit in the fireplace. This feels exactly like the shade from the Beaumont sisters. If there was any shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
I'm Ching.
Okay.
Shade of a doubt.
I'm just gonna take the empty glass and just like scoop it against Tad's hand so we have a sample.
Okay.
And go, that's disgusting. I have disemboweled people, and that's gross. So I'm just gonna put it off to the side. Y'all should be questioning what Vivian's done in her past. You really should question it. And
I
just,
feel like
I'm
it's
too
safe
scared to.
too.
no, you should. It's a fascinating story, actually. I have built this entire headcanon for Vivian because she's very different than I am in so many ways. She's a lot more hardcore than I am, where I'm like, I'm a chicken. I'm a chicken. Okay, so that's gross. Did everyone else go get the violin?
Yes, so we're gonna jump to that right now. So Gian and Erica, you go back with Father Jim through like the hallway leading off to the bedrooms, and he goes into a door on the left. You follow him in, and it's very clearly like a spare bedroom. It's mostly empty in here. And he walks over and moves a dresser, right, and unscrews a big exhaust air vent behind it, and then pulls out the violin case. And he like looks at you sheepishly, and he's like, "She told me to hide it."
You did well, thank you.
Yeah, and he hands it over to you. I don't know why an empty violin
Alright.
case is super important, but here you go.
I would
Needed
explain,
for
but they could be
reasons.
listening, so.
Right. We need it for reasons.
Okay, that is
Thank
fair
you.
enough. You are so welcome. I would very much appreciate it if you found Carrie quickly and safely. She is gone through so much already, and I hate that this continues to happen to her.
That is
We'll do our
fine,
best.
Do not worry.
Her grandfather was quite a man, but he was not the most considerate. And then while he's handing over the violin, Magnus, you and Rick pull up like close to the Daniels house. But there's no dock here. And Rick's like, well,
Gotta jump out.
yeah, he
This is
like
where
kind of
Magnus learns to
jumps
fly.
into the swamp and like doesn't really care. He just trudges off through the mud until he comes up on the shore.
Magnus circles at least once looking for a proper, like, but he's like, no. No. I'm not in the right shoes for that. No, thank you.
I forgot my waders. I left them at home.
I'll just wait here. Thanks.
Yeah.
He probably ends up like beaching it like a landing
Oh,
craft.
Not
where
on
he's
the
like,
brogues. Not on the brogues.
Oh, that's hilarious. Or I imagine, hold on a minute, and you jump back into the hotel door and come back with waiters.
But like like the whole overall thing.
Overall.
Yeah. For fly fishing, yeah.
And Rick's like standing in like the swamp water, just like staring at you, like the bottom of his coat's in there too at this point. He's just
I love that image.
Schlorps over onto the shore.
Oh my god, I love it.
it's
The
that,
Rick is
it's
already
that, or
gross.
the like takes his shoes off, ties the laces together, puts them around his neck, like takes his socks off in a pocket, rolls his trousers up, like he's unexpectedly gone to the beach and has to like.
Oh, God.
So good. It's so good.
Oh, so you get to the house.
Yeah.
Rick looks down at his muddy legs and feet. I should probably not go inside, huh? And he lights one of his cigarettes. I'll just provide tactical support from out here. Man, when I do Rick, I should really just keep like a cigarette on.
I
my desk,
have
but
I have a subtle suggestion, which is not subtle at all, is you should get Jack to play him.
should.
You should.
Now, Jack has a different character in this world that we will introduce eventually when I can figure out how to do an Italian accent.
Oh
Oh,
my
okay.
god.
He plays a Tome of Mysteries character that is based on probably the best True Blood character.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I know who you're talking about. All right.
Mhm.
I love
Dylan
this.
Graff.
I love
Um,
this. I love this so much. Oh my god.
Sweet Jesus. Right.
Welcome to Slam
Oh, yeah?
Banners Live, where we
Explain
get off
Europe
on
to me.
tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This happens also when we're not
It
live.
happens all the time.
This
To
is part of our
distractions.
charm.
It is part of our charm.
Yeah.
I think we're very
We're
charming.
just friends
actually.
relaxing playing games. And you're
Woo!
part of it. Welcome. Hang with us.
Magnus has to
Um,
like knock the door and wait because he needs a towel to like
Yeah.
clean up his lower legs before he puts his shoes and socks back on.
No, yeah. So everyone, Vivian and Dad in the living room, you hear a knock on the back porch door.
The fuck? Go over. Magnus is there.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a towel?
Oh my god. What did you find? Throw him a kitchen towel. Here you go. It's the best I got.
And towel.
Yep, a hand towel. Yep.
I'm sorry, there isn't a
No, it's all right. It's
boat
all right.
parking
I'm
space. And it's
cranky.
just like-
I'm cranky because we're missing. Like we should have protected her, and I feel like we fucked up. Like I should have done
we
more.
have the case, right?
We have the
I didn't
case,
know she was
but
in danger.
right now
yeah.
I'm not worried about the fucking fiddle. I'm worried about the human who's been kidnapped.
I was gonna say, Erica and Gian, you come back with Father Jim in the violent case.
Yeah.
Do we have her blood?
That might be the creepiest thing you have ever said. And we have been through some weird shit together. There were demon turkeys. I will remind you.
And Father Jim goes, "That's why I couldn't get a turkey on Thanksgiving last year."
Listen. Ugh.
Fucking Daryl. It's a whole thing.
Oh, is he
wow.
that rude man that worked the meat department?
Yeah, he's in hell now.
That guy, he's in hell.
Oh, well,
Technically still alive.
Yeah, he went there by choice.
Yeah. he
Anyway,
did.
that's not the important thing. We don't. Listen, we probably don't need Carrie's blood. We have pretty solid lead that it was probably the Beaumont sisters. Like I found goop
Goop.
in the fireplace.
Goop.
you still got a little bit under your nails.
Oh, Oh,
Ah!
flick it out.
I just gotta wash my hands. Be right back.
You find like a nail file or like one of those nail brushes and like get it out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna pick my hands like, ugh. Yeah, it's real gross. It looks like the shade, and we know where the shade came from. So I think they're our best bet.
Do we know where they live? Big Manor, right?
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
creepy
Rick
manor?
actually kind of pokes his head in from the back porch. Yeah, we can actually follow the swamp maybe 2 miles down.
Okay.
And he looks over at Magnus, but I know they have a dock.
Oh my god. Okay. So how sure, like percentile wise, are we that it's them? Because all we're doing is we're taking John's word for it.
Yeah,
There's
but
already
he seemed like he cared about her. I don't think he wants her coming to harm. And I mean,
I'm just trying
Wraiths-
to not waste time.
Wraiths aren't exactly a dime a dozen, right? Like,
Fair.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, who?
That's a good question.
Who else?
Actually, that's a very good question. How? I mean, we're talking like dark Juju Magumbo here, right?
Very dark Juju Magumbo.
Very dark Juju Magumbo. That's a line from
yes,
Psycho.
it was in one of Erica's scary books.
Oh, okay. So and
That's what we checked for the.
but if
first
we're
one.
going against dark Juju Magumbo, I have lots of weapons, but weapons only do so much. Like I have silver bullets, yay me, but if I can't shoot it, I guess I'm saying is like, what's the best way for us to protect ourselves? I just look at Rick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, anyone got a flashlight?
I mean, yeah, in the trunk.
I mean, it's a shadow wraith.
Fuck.
How do you get
Yes.
rid of a shadow?
That was a stupid. Oh my god. Yes.
I mean, I guess
thank you,
that's
Rick.
I really didn't just want to give it to you
God
like
damn
that.
it.
I thought you would figure it out eventually.
No, but it's like I like to think that Vivian spent so much time looking up vampires that everything else has been pushed to the side, and now she feels like she's out of her depth a little bit.
Yeah, so Rick actually kind of chuckles a little bit and he goes, actually, you might have, you know, those grenades they use when they want to surprise somebody, but they don't necessarily want to hurt them?
Flashbang.
That's the one.
A flashbang. Those I have. I also have a
I think-
flare gun.
I think all of the above would do the job
Ooh,
quite nicely.
yeah, fun. Now you're speaking my language. Rick, I could kiss you.
He laughs at that. No, you wouldn't.
Like, yeah,
You'd be surprised.
his cigarettes stink. Like, if
I've had worse.
That's true.
He grows
My breath smells like a Mack truck exhaust.
Again, had worse. Did I mention the disemboweling someone?
No,
a
we've
fun
talked
story.
about it
Yeah, I
before.
heard you.
It's a fun story.
I mean,
Questions about that later.
Intestines are interestingly like strong.
that's true.
Great
That's
to
very
know.
true.
In case we ever get some intestines, I guess. So all we need is flashlights.
There it is. There it is.
I mean, I don't know what else they got cooked up under
That's
their stuff, but you know, I don't. If they're strong enough to not only summon a shadow wraith but direct it and control it,
We're
it's
in
no
trouble.
small feat in and of itself. They've
Yeah.
got other abilities at their disposal. I wouldn't come prepared
Ooh.
for just one thing.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, aren't the Beaumont twins like the identical twins who still look 20 despite having lived here like forever?
Yes,
Are they like immortal?
Or
they
just
are
delayed.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that kind of-
Magnus buffet.
Mhm. Magnus, you know that mortals that are able to delay like that
That's creepy.
often there is a price for it, and preferably someone else pays it.
Ooh, we got some baddies on our hands.
I mean, my assumption is it's a similar deal to Rick, except Rick goes and collects people that are due, and in return is given some days, whereas they're sacrificing people on the altar of
So
eternal life.
on the latter, you are correct. Rick is not given any days. He is just so his his inside is so broken and mangled that there is barely anything to collect.
That's sad.
He's almost closer to a zombie. He's not dead, right? His heart beats and his body functions, but there is only the barest amount of essence hanging it on in there. It would be considered maybe like an after dinner mint, right?
Huh.
Entirely unsatisfying. Also, it is so broken that it is basically worthless to anybody, so they just kind of ignore him.
And we've never asked him how he got that way.
No one has ever asked. Magnus would know because like Rick has been doing this since like the 40s.
Fair.
So he has become sort of a known entity or a known quantity in these equations. But
Right.
no one else has ever asked him how. You've never asked him how this happened to him. You just know that supernatural folk are generally uncomfortable in his presence. To Magnus, he emanates a sense. Magnus and Collectors, he emanates a sense of complete wrongness.
Yeah.
Yes,
Makes sense.
but a
Okay.
useful wrongness.
Right. Right. An exploitable wrongness.
Hmm.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Father, what are you doing? We are gonna go. We're gonna go handle things and get Carrie back. And I would
Mhm.
prefer to not extrapolate on that anymore, so that you don't need to worry.
Yeah.
Just sorry to interrupt. We
No.
probably shouldn't bring the case there,
No,
right?
No.
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 Yeah, okay, just making it clear so we don't forget to
No.
drop it off somewhere.
Well,
Continue.
I was gonna do something stupid.
I mean, wait, never mind.
No, it's okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead. No.
No, I was just gonna say we could take it to Magnus's bosses and like have them open it, but we need Carrie for that, so never mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, it's probably safest here.
Well, I was gonna say, I can take it back to the church.
That's true. Hollowed
little-
ground.
Better, yes, a little
Yeah.
better protected against things like this.
I'm gonna tell you to take the dogs.
Yes, of course, they can
Okay.
hang out in the
They
rectory.
can hang out. They're good detectors, and I just look at the dogs and go, protect, and they know what that means. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
move the command from Carrie to
Okay.
Yeah.
To the father.
the
Not to
father.
be uncouth, Father, but your church is old, right? In the days when things were done a certain way, silver and salt beneath the threshold. Not
And a
one of
relic
these-
underneath the altar.
Hell yeah.
I maintain, and he looks over at Rick. Under advisement from my good friend over there, I maintain those barriers regularly.
Slow clap.
Atlanta
for it.
hasn't moved me in 20 years for a reason.
Nice. Nice.
And he just kind of like whistles at the
Yep.
dogs, and he like directs them, and they jump in the back of his his like old
Aw.
Jeep Cherokee. And he like steps over to the door, and before he leaves, he kind of looks back and he says, "I know this may be meaningless to, well, maybe all of you, but may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand." And he steps out and he leaves.
You know,
Thanks, Papa.
he's the only priest who could maybe convince me. Everyone else I just scoff at and run away.
And rev up the Jeep, and he expertly avoids your Jeep by like going through the lines.
Yeah!
and leaving. And Rick kind of pokes his head back from the back porch. So should we load up the boat?
Boat?
There's a car.
Aw,
How
did you steal a
inaccessible is that?
boat? I'm so proud.
It's a borrow more than a-
Oh, Magnus. You make a felony.
Did you commit a felony?
It took me a minute to process the words that starts in my brain. Did you make a felony?
Did you
Oh,
make a
God.
bad?
All right.
Uh,
On that beautiful question, can we get a quick 5?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a quick 5.
We'll
and
be right back, everybody.
Yeah.
You're good.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Woo woo.
Hey, hello.
Welcome back
back
to the
and here we
Adventures of
go.
the Slam Banners.
Slam Van.
So you want to just say like we get on the boat and we're
Yeah.
going on down the river?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's save our friend who got kidnapped by witches.
By witches.
Witches.
All right.
Creepy
So
witch twins.
all of y'all pile up into this pontoon boat. It's pretty grungy in here. And, Rick pilots the craft down the river. Or not even. I keep saying river, but like there wouldn't. You know what?
Swamp.
No, there has
Across
to be a
the-
river. There has to be a river for there to be a swamp, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and the river would go from like okay, so the river goes from like a spring in the center of the island, and empties out into the channel between the island and the mainland. There we go. River
It doesn't-
achieved.
It doesn't have to be a river. It can just be a swamp. The bit of swamp that's more water than like.
There we go. So you go through that bit of swamp that is more water than land, and eventually like other residences kind of drop off, right? You travel,
Really
it's only
quick
like
swamp.
15 minutes or so, and you hit, yes, exactly, like swamp.
Oh yeah.
Insect swarms.
Yeah.
Yeah, like New Orleans swamp. Yeah.
Yeah, swampy swamp. And finally, though, up ahead in the distance, you see like a small dock on the left side starting to come into focus. And Rick like kind of nods his head off in that direction. Well, there you go. That's your dock right there. Y'all ready for whatever you're gonna find up in there?
I mean,
Probably not.
probably
let's go.
not, but we don't get a choice.
Ready as can be.
Okay.
It's the chamber of the shotgun.
Yep.
Sometimes I think that's the best you can ask for. And so he kind of pulls the boat in up on the side of the dock, and you could look down through the swamp and you can see the sun starting to set. Just be as careful as you can in there. People as familiar with stuff like, you know, anyone that can summon a shade like that is going to have a few more tricks up their sleeve than maybe we expect. So just utmost caution as you're moving through.
Got it.
Yeah. At least we got the flashlights.
At least you have the flashlights. Actually, and Rick like will kind of he pops open like the glove box of the console and rummages around. It's perfect. I know you already said you had one, but he hands over a like an orange case, like a
Yep.
plastic orange case, in case you need any more.
Got it.
Case.
Yeah, it's a flare gun case.
Mhm.
Yep. Someone else grab this so that we split them up amongst the party just in case. I also like to think that, and it makes total sense that Vivian has like the mag lights, right?
Yeah.
That are like baseball bats in and of themselves. Yeah.
Absolutely. I was expecting it's kind of exactly what I was
Yep.
picturing when I was like, you have a flashlight, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so do we knock politely or do we sneak around the back, bust in, and see what happens?
So I will give you, and this might be one of those rare moments, or one of those moments where Steve gives you a quick map that he
Hell
drew
yeah.
by hand. So we're gonna say, let's get you over to this blank page.
Okay.
Shazam. We're gonna say, oh wait a minute. Freehand. There we go. We got brew. So we're gonna say this right here is gonna be your water,
Mhm.
right? Water. And
Right.
then we're going to say that this, there we go, is going to be your dock,
Okay.
right? And we're going to say that your boat is right here. And then let's say house. Well, like you see the back of the house from where you are, right?
Hmm.
It's maybe a little further away than that. Probably like about here-ish. There's more house up to this area.
Okay.
Ping, damn it, ping,
Ping,
ping, damn you. Because there we go. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's more house up in that direction.
Right.
So what you see from the dock, the backyard is completely unkempt. There are trees covered in ivy. or like that nasty extra tree that will grow on a big enough tree. Have you ever seen those?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I had to take a couple of those off the trees in our yard because they were killing them and just dropping crap everywhere.
Ugh, nasty.
I had to like get a ladder and get up in there. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, you see a bunch of that. Most of the trees back here are like dead. But you notice that they are kind of arranged loosely into a circle. So like meh, 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 meh. Just making boxes. Sort of loosely arranged in this weird circle. And the house itself is this ancient and dilapidated, like 4-story manor house, right?
Jeez.
Maybe back when it was first built, this place would have been this, you know, ornate, beautiful structure, but no one has clearly maintained this for years. You see gutters falling off, there are shutters just like hanging on by one hinge, windows that are smashed out and covered with plywood. You see spider webs the size of freaking like basketballs hanging off in the light of the setting sun. It is grody.
Okay. Well, let's look at Magnus' flanking maneuver.
Sure.
So, who do you want?
Gian, Tad, come with me.
Erica?
Right.
We'll go left.
Okay.
And
Okay.
just be ready.
You stay with you, and you both stay behind me.
I like
Okay,
it.
but we'll follow.
That's perfect. It's a good
yeah,
plan.
try not to clump up. Like, try to spread out a little bit. Cat!
I mean,
Okay.
better that they shoot me than one of you.
Yeah,
I feel the same way, yeah.
So who is going? Let me give you some. I should be able to just drop these in here. Erica, Gian, Magnus, Tad, and a Vivian. I'm still
Okay.
using the old pencil art tokens. which are
Nice.
The ones that
Oh,
I have.
I love
Aw.
it.
So I'm gonna put y'all right here.
Yeah.
Can you move those around?
Cannot.
Okay.
No.
This shows how much I expect us to use roll 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Theater of the mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you can. I mean, you can. It's totally fine because
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm-
showing the map on.
Oh,
stream.
then
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah,
Then.
it's just
Oh,
for,
yeah.
For spatial reference. I'm gonna stop even putting water effects down on the bottom.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, for everyone else, there is a map that we're looking at, and it looks like I drew it in 3 minutes.
Whoa.
Surprise, surprise! You were here for it. So yeah, so you're gonna do flanking maneuvers. So what we're gonna do? Vivian and Erica off on this side,
Sure.
and then Magnus, Tad, and Gian off on this side.
Sure.
Yep.
That
Okay.
works.
Rick is gonna hang out on the boat.
Okay.
Actually, he waits for y'all to sort of spread out. And you can see him like really hesitating with the decision to turn on the boat lights, right?
Right.
And he stops actually, and he just lights a cigarette and he sits in the dark and he waits.
Okay. I tell you what, Rick. If you see a flare gun go off, then you can turn the boat lights on.
Yeah, I was honestly just gonna turn them on once I saw you get inside.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah. Don't want to advertise our presence immediately, but at a
Quite.
certain point, they're gonna know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If they don't already.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you, Annie.
Okay.
Good old breaking.
Good
and
old
entering.
Rick. Yep. Let's go.
All right. So the two groups of y'all approach this house kind of in this quiet flanking maneuver. And I'm assuming you're moving decently slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sneaking.
Sneak in. So I would love everybody to give me an action under pressure.
All right. So.
Okay.
Is that cool? No. Oh god, I've forgotten already.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
Cool, yeah.
If it's cool, then I must see what my cool is. Ooh, it's a 4 on the die.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Let's see if I can. Oh, but I got
Ugh.
+2. Cool. Still a failure. 6
Okay.
for me.
That's a
Marketing
5 for
experience.
Magnus.
And that's another
Thanks for
$10
me.
to Jerry.
Okay. And then what you got, Gian?
I got a 9.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay.
Magnus, you failed though.
Mm.
If you failed, mark experience.
Yep.
Right.
You guys stand behind me if messes up.
All right, so y'all kind of like move up closer towards the house, and you're having to pick your way very carefully because of all the detritus and overgrownness of this yard. Like the grass reaches up to your ankles.
Jeez.
And Erica, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 6. So
Yeah,
it's
you were
also
right
a
there.
failure.
Yeah, it's still a failure.
Ugh.
You so you got both sides kind of making noise at the same time, right?
Sure.
It's okay. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I needed that.
So both sides. Oh, I see the rolls. Okay. So both sides kind of experience these noises at about the same time, and you see in unison 2 lights go on right next to each other on the upper, like the highest story of the house.
Shit.
And it doesn't look like an electric light, right? It kind of flicks on and flickers like a lantern or a candle,
Yeah.
but very bright.
Oh, great. Go. Just go.
Go, 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 go.
Go 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 go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get against the house.
Fuck stealth, go fast.
Okay, so as Rick sees the lights upstairs turn on, he flips on the boat lights.
Nice.
But the 5 of you, I always forget that it's 5. I don't know how. I know that you're all in the group. I just never count. So the 5 of you, like, as the lights start flipping on both sides of this yard, sort of book it up onto the back porch of this house, and you can hear the wood creaking and groaning under every step that you take. Even a few of the boards feel decently soft.
Oh no.
This is fine.
Oh, great.
There are some windows back here, as well as a door, right, leading off into the house.
Mm-hmm.
What's the furthest? Which entrance is furthest from the lights on the
So-
second story?
4th story.
4th story. Sorry.
Yeah, the lights are no. I just want to make sure you know the right spot. The lights are on the back of the house. That's like if you were looking at the house, it would be the top left corner.
Okay.
You see 2 lights turn on right next to each other.
Okay.
So based on how big the house is, because it's substantially large, probably the front door is honestly the furthest one.
away. Okay.
Yeah. But the porch is like this giant wraparound, right? Like,
Mhm.
so you could just presumably follow it around.
What if? Just look at the others. What if we go in around the? And imagine I'm whispering. What if we go in around the side, furthest away from that? I'm afraid that the front door is going to be warded if they're smart, which they are. And we either they know we're here. There is no stealth. So it's going to
Yeah.
have to be
Speed.
speed, and we need to go.
Speed and aggression, we're following you, I guess.
Aggression and maybe distractions.
Works for me, and I'm going to start going around the side to the right, furthest away from those lights,
Mhm.
find a window, and smash it in with the butt of my gun.
Excellent. Okay, so y'all head this direction. You get about halfway around the side of the house, and you see a a window that is not boarded up that you just like smash right through it. As you do, let's see. Erica, you failed.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did.
So you like take a step back as Vivian smashes through this window, and you feel your foot make purchase on a board, and then you hear a and the board just snaps underneath you, and your foot goes down through the floor of the porch. And as it does, you feel something grab and wrap around your leg.
Uh,
Oh, Okay. I'm gonna look down to
Wonderful
see if I'm gonna look down to see if I can see what it is.
You have a flashlight.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you see these vines and tendrils wrapping around your leg like a mummy.
Mm.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I have knives. I'm gonna start
Mhm.
trying to cut those off
Okay.
and hope that works.
So roll. I think this is actually a kick some ass. We don't make
Yep.
a lot of these.
No, we don't.
Nope. No, we don't.
There's a
Time to
reason I
fight,
don't.
Time to fight. Yeah, there's a reason you don't.
Wait, monster!
Yeah. That's plus tough. Everyone else, you would definitely, if Erica shines her flash or shines their flashlight down, like you would absolutely see this as well.
Oh, well, that's a
Fuck, what is
7.
that?
Okay.
Oh
Still.
shit.
Okay.
Okay, so you are gonna take like one
Yeah.
harm as the vines sort of like lash around, and you immediately find out that there are at least some of them that are thorny. But you are able to cut these off of your leg and start to get it out of this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Magnus, you also failed.
So did I.
And Tad failed. So as Erica is dealing with this, vines start to come up from between the boards and begin to wrap around your legs as well.
No.
Jan immediately helps Tad. Like immediately.
Okay, so do what is it? I think it's just help out.
I think it'll be you roll to help
Yeah,
out, and I roll
plus
to.
cool.
It depends on what I do.
How do I roll to help out again?
It's
Cool.
plus cool.
Plus cool.
Yeah, you roll plus cool. I will try to like I think I grabbed something like a bat. I think so. I'll try to like just get it off my feet, like
Shit.
push it off, sort of.
Yeah.
That, like it's
A
So
4.
do an act under pressure then.
okay. Okay, that's.
If you're not taking an aggressive path to
Yeah,
this.
no, I'm not trying to hurt it. I'm just trying to get it the fuck
Okay.
off of me. Act under pressure is cool, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. I'm good at that. Why won't it roll for me? Or maybe it did, and I just can't hear it. Where's the roll 20?
There's a
Ah,
delay.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll 20's being horrible.
Well, if so, I'll just roll with my dice. Ooh, that's a 3. That's 3 plus 2.
Oh,
Okay.
5. Actually, no, I'll take that failure.
Okay, so you try to like push it down with your bat, but the more vines immediately like come out from between the boards and grab it and start circling up it towards your hands and your arm, and like the force of them grabbing it yanks you down like flat onto the deck.
let go of it.
I will.
And Gian,
I'll
you
just-
got a 4 for is that your help out? That 4?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're trying, you like bend down and like start trying to rip these things off of Tad's legs, but you get yourself wrapped up in the process.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Why does it have to be slithery things?
Tad and Gian both take 1 harm
Okay.
Yep.
from your various failures.
Shit.
Okay.
Hey, I only made 1 failure.
Well, between the two of you. And then Magnus, how about you? What do you?
That's fair.
I'll just try to kick some ass to
Okay,
get free.
get
one
get
way
it
or the
off.
other,
Yeah, break it out. And this is the part where
An
Magnus
8.
gets a partial success and is able to rip the vines. Yeah, you rip them off of you, and you take 1 harm as well, which, if I'm not mistaken, you just ignore. Do you have that perk?
Yes, because I'm immortal. When I suffer harm, I suffer 1 less harm.
Yeah, so you just rip them off
That's
you.
awesome.
And then, so Vivian, you
Yep.
smash in a window,
Yep.
and then the rest
And
of
then
your
this
group,
happens.
this happens.
This happens. All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm gonna throw a flashbang through the window, and
Oh, shit.
and tell everyone to cover their eyes as I throw myself at Tad.
Okay.
To try
So
to-
act under pressure.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh fuck yeah! That's an 11.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
fuck. Tell me how this looks.
Oh, I would like to think in slow cinematic motion. The flashbang goes in, and she turns around and tackles Tad, and just rips them out of the vines. We're gonna land hard, but still.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yep.
Tad, I think you're gonna take one harm as like
I'm
your
sorry.
arm and leg are like the impact of Vivian tackling you.
Yeah, my shoulder is hurting.
I'm
The
sorry.
thorns like dig into you and peel off of your leg and arm.
Ooh.
Fuck yes, thank you.
Sorry.
And Gian, actually the force of that will free you as well because it's the same set of vines.
Oh,
Yay!
Yeah, Vivian like literally rips you guys out of it.
Do I also suffer one harm or not?
Yeah. No,
Listen.
well, no. It wasn't as hard on you.
She's
It was
not
just
a,
starting to get on you.
she's not a precision instrument.
I was the one that then got tackled.
I think Erica is still entangled slightly though. No, you got out.
Yeah.
You got
I
out.
did.
Yeah.
You cut yourself out, but you took a harm.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you tackle them, the flashbang goes off
Fuck
inside.
yeah.
And everyone just like,
Yep.
I assume that you all looked the other direction or covered your
I
eyes
yelled,
and told you to.
So
I have Vivian on top of me, so yeah.
well, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the block there.
You are
Even
my-
facing the other direction, you just see it doesn't. It gives you a brief little like sparkles in your eyes, but you see this insanely bright flash of light, right? And this pop, and the entire like you threw it into like a large dining room
Hell
area,
yeah.
and it just lights up every corner of this place in an instant. And you hear this like, I really wish I had the voice modulator plugged in right now. You hear this like, and that, I mean, you just hear that, right? This guttural, piercing shriek that reverberates the bones inside your ears. And yeah, that's how that goes.
Mhm.
What do you want to do?
I'm getting up, and
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, "Fuck you, Shane!" and pull Tad up.
Thank you. I'll offer Gian a hand too.
You notice that the vines are
Yeah.
starting to come out
Yep.
through the bottom of the porch and more.
Okay,
More-
run, dive through
there's
the
more of
window.
them.
Through the window. Yep.
Okay. Magnus, do you deign to dive?
Deign to
Or-
dive.
I don't know whether he dives or whether it's like
Rushes off.
rather than like stepping up to the windowsill, he like jumps up to the windowsill and basically like steps in. There's like too much
Oh my
force
God.
behind the like.
Oh, amazing.
The windowsill kind of cracks
It's just a
when you
boink.
land.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Magnus
Alright, so
and a
you all-
platformer. That's what I want.
Oh my god,
Basically,
yes.
yeah. It's the
So all right, you all head into the house.
Hell yeah.
So
There it is.
the room is dark again when you come in here, right?
Lights on.
But there are no light switches. There's like candelabras and shit.
Of course not.
Mm.
I'm doing the like TV cop thing where the flashlight's under one and the gun's out in the other. Yeah.
No.
I tried to do it, but I don't look nearly as cool.
I think it's like that.
Yeah,
It's
something like-
it's
Yeah,
one
to
of the
brace your
yeah.
wrist
It's like
against for the
this.
kick.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Magnus, you can see in the dark though, right?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Nothing on my sheet says I can.
Huh. Maybe that's something that you have to take.
Maybe.
Choose the dark vision.
Let me look in the
Or the
book
dark
real
vision
quick.
chooses you.
Steve, would
Let's
that
see.
affect me because of, you know,
Stuff.
like there being no light? Yeah.
I don't think so. Because
Yeah,
of your,
I didn't think
I think
so.
that you have a different sense of the environment around you.
Yeah.
So I think you're good. I think you actually, you actually are probably fine.
Yay.
I don't see anything in here. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Honestly, though, like, I feel like you probably do. So this is one of those fun bits of Monster of the Week, right? Where I'm like, the rules don't say you don't, and it kind of makes sense that you would.
It's true.
So
I kind of half expect there to be something for it, right? Because you could use the monsters to be like a vampire or a werewolf or whatever. But
which
there's
can
no
definitely
option.
see in the
Yeah,
dark.
but there's no option to take a like.
Yeah, but it also says we can make up our own moves. That's part of the thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we want Magnus
Well,
to be able to see in the dark, then
So the only thing that I think in here that would apply to that is the shapeshifter one, right? Because of the last text, the last line of it. You gain +1 to investigate a mystery when using an alternate form's superior senses.
Yeah, the smelling as a wolf.
Smell for a wolf, sight for an eagle. But like, no, you can see in the dark. This is exciting TV watching me read. I know, but you can see in the dark.
Soul vision.
Yeah.
It's like that thing
Sounds
in
like an album.
So is
So-
wait, I have a really bad. So we named one episode Metaphysical Stank.
Mhm.
So is this named Metaphysical Taint? Is that what we're going for here?
It is now.
It is now.
It is now.
Don't like that.
I do.
Somewhere, oh God, what's that philosopher's name? Wittgenstein is turning in his grave.
There you go.
Um,
Anyways,
anyway,
Perineum of the universe.
for more Wittgenstein topics, from Joseph Campbell, please see Steve's Yet to Podcast. Things I like to rant about.
oh my God, I thought that was tonight.
Oh yeah, that is
That
tonight.
is tonight.
Maybe that's what we'll do. Is it'll come into me in a
That's
a
fine.
corduroy blazer and a fireplace. Good evening.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Tonight we're going to do an hour-long discussion of the work of Joseph Campbell and why he is the most important person you've never heard of. Okay, anyway, moving forward. That's later. So yes, you come into this dining room. There is like a door with no handle
Mm.
leading off in one direction, and then the other side is a door with a handle, right? Everything in here is covered in dust.
Do we get a sense of the direction that the doors lead to?
So the door to your left with no handle would lead towards the back of the house. The door
Okay.
to your right lead toward the front.
Time to
The
go to the
furniture
front.
in here is like a big dining table. There's like a server, a china cabinet,
Mm.
dining
We
room
were-
stuff.
We were planning on splitting up. Should we do it here?
Not here.
Okay, not here.
I think that's a bad idea.
Okay, good.
Speed. This is all about speed.
Let's
now.
go.
This is
I'm just.
rescue operation.
Yeah, I think Vivian's making executive decisions and just kicking that right door open.
Okay. So as you walk over there and sort of like, stride boldly forth, you put your foot in something goopy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you hear a slurp as you pick your foot up.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Still going.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you bust through that unlocked door, which almost seems to scream as you it open like, no, I was unlocked. All you had to do was turn the knob. It just like slams open, and you like got your flashlight out, and you're
Yep.
doing the thing. And everyone else kind of following behind her. I'm assuming somebody is like keeping an eye out behind.
I was gonna say somebody
Yeah,
better be
Magnus.
watching in the back.
Mm.
Magnus will take the back and he's trying to gently herd Erica through. She's like holding a knife, and like legs are all ripped up. Like, okay, you need to just go that way.
We got this.
Okay. So yeah, you open that door and you come into more of like a sitting room area, right? There you see a couple couches that are covered with those like a white sheet. Everything in here is also very dusty. There's a bay window looking out into the front yard, which is completely boarded up. And you are kind of looking around and examining everything through here when again, wish I had the voice modulator right now. You hear these two voices speaking in unison that seem to come from every corner of the room. We knew you would come. Do you have the fiddle?
Fuck you.
What an unfortunate answer. And the lights in this living room, like you just see the fireplace kind of roar
Nice.
into this giant fire that lights up this room and casts shadows across every surface. Like you see the couch, the chair, everything throwing these deep, dark shadows and sort of zebra striping this room.
Just like waving like a fan.
Just like woo woo.
I'm a police siren.
Mhm. And I think that might be the spot, right?
Oh my god.
I think that might
Yeah,
be the
okay.
spot.
Fair, yeah, fair.
That is fair. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Woo. Whew, y'all. Whew. I got vapors.
We're coming
Hold
right
on.
up on the boss battle. Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so
I
good.
feel like they're the twins from The Shining.
Yes.
If they got
if they
older.
grew up and-
100%. That 100% what was in my mind writing that.
Fuck
100%.
that.
It feels fitting that we started a year ago in a fancy mansion, and now we're back in a fancy mansion.
A dilapidated
A
version.
formerly fancy.
A
Right.
formerly fancy mansion.
Formerly fancy, now on its last legs.
Time will do that to
Yep.
you.
We're gonna kill some
It's been a
young-looking
long
old
year.
ladies.
Oh man.
Yeah, that got exciting at the
That
end
got
there.
exciting.
Oh my.
Oh,
Got
they're...
attacked by plants.
Fuck those plants. So yeah, we're playing for the Center for Suicide Awareness. You will see the ticker at the top. Coming up in just over an hour, our final TTRPG of the weekend will be some Marvel Heroic, and they're going into one of my favorite places in the Marvel Universe. They're going into Arcade's Murder World. And I fucking love Arcade's Murder World so much.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be really good. Jason's leading that group. Bree will be the stream runner on that. Thank you again, Bree. It'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to. And they're all very unconventional heroes, so this is going to be interesting. This is not
This
Captain
sounds
America and
amazing.
Iron Man. This is a batch of folks. You'll recognize one, but the others maybe not. So it'll be interesting. I like it a lot. Depends on how deep your Marvel knowledge goes. And then Steve will be back much later tonight, 11 p.m. with Jack.
Mhm.
And I'll pop in at the beginning and say hi. I hope. I hope I don't fall
Hopefully.
over. Hopefully, I'll try.
If you justifiably fall over, Jack and I'll just fill time
carry on.
talking about something. I
Just
don't
do
know. We'll
whatever.
figure it out.
I fully believe in the two of you to ramble
You
for 90 to
Oh, for-
120
yeah.
minutes.
For that, we can
Easy.
absolutely get
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
I absolutely believe in it. I just make no guarantees on whether I will not fall over. I'm gonna try.
It's legit.
I will try to be hanging out in chat, and now I
Huzzah.
will also proceed to donate $20 for the 2 failed rolls, and the one that James
Yay.
prevented, those $10 that he sacrificed.
I have to remember my reroll. I still have it. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Keep it for next time.
Keep
I'll
it for
honor
next time. Oh my god. So we will go back to our regular schedule of not knowing when we're recording and releasing episodes.
Mhm. It'll happen.
It'll happen. It'll definitely happen. We're on a roll now. We gotta.
Episodes will turn up. You'll
gotta
notice
finish
when we
this.
do,
We-
and follow.
We always announce them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
follow
follow the Triple-
the social medias.
Yeah,
Don't
the
follow
Triple Party
my
Twitter
It's
is
a-
a
That's
great
down.
one.
So this has been Slam Band Live.
Flame Band Live.
Slam Band Live.
Bananas!
And we didn't die.
We didn't die yet.
Got some harms though.
Oh my god. I know,
Got
I'm
some
already
harms.
It's
worried.
so rare that I actually get to inflict
I
harms
know,
on y'all.
I'm so
Who's the
worried.
harm?
Oh my god.
We'll get the episode where Magnus has to collect everyone. It'll be super sad.
Oh,
Slow violin
that-
music. The
that's-
whole thing.
No,
Sucks.
that's the epilogue, right?
Oh god.
Oh,
A montage
God.
of Magnus going around to everybody that's still alive at the end
When
of their
they're old.
natural life.
Oh, that's
and-
horrible.
Oh,
And sad. And
That's
no.
assuming
Last
Magnus is
friendly
still alive, though.
face.
yeah.
All right. So we'll let y'all go. Come back in about an hour, and we will see you all later. Thank you for joining us. We had a blast.
Thank you so much for being so wonderful.
Bye. Woo, bye.
Bye.